To the locker room.
Vince Papali, welcome to the locker room.
I can smell it already, Billy. What's happening, buddy?
Von Hayes, welcome to the locker room with Billy Schwein.
Yeah, hey, Billy, how you doing out there?
Rich Gannon, welcome to the locker room, Rich.
Thanks, guys. It's great to be with you.
Great Bob McElwee, NFL referee.
Hey, Bill, how you doing?
Craig Berube. Craig, welcome to the locker room.
All right, thanks, Billy.
We have the real Pat Croce in the locker room.
Get me off the bench, Coach.
And now here's your host, Billy Schwein.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome into the locker room with Billy Schwein, and my locker room youth movement is back in here with me. Producer Danny Ryan, the intern Andrew Leeds. Sunday morning, after a great night of football, great last 2 days of football, at the Battle at the Beach at Ocean City, New Jersey, where a plethora of great games yesterday, and we were there. We broadcasted live, and today continues. Collingswood High School at Maple Shade kicking off right now as we speak, and we'll get my brother to send in, some updates while we're on the air. But good morning, fellas. Good morning, Andrew.
Good morning, Billy. How are we doing today?
All right, and Danny Ryan.
Good morning, Billy. I'm excited today. I have a little extra boost that we're going to talk about in a few minutes.
We're going to talk about your extra. Well, I want to get your reaction while we're on the air. But before we do that, I want to say we got a great show lined up. We got some late entries. Like usually I write my article at 97.3 ESPN, send it in to Josh. He edits it. And basically it's a preview of what we're going to be doing, the guests we're going to be having on, and a little bit about, the Phillies or whatever, the Eagles, and an introduction to what we're going to do, a preview. Well, as the day went on yesterday, late night, Friday night, and the day went on yesterday, Ryan Hendricks is a backup quarterback at Ocean City, and he comes in a backup role because the starting quarterback Walker Belly gets hurt, and he wins the game. He gets player of the game. They gave him the fat gold chain necklace.
Yeah, that's incredible. I mean, it's like our own Nick Foles story here.
It's a Nick Foles story.
Yeah.
So we don't, Andrew. Why do we love the backup stories so much around here?
I think it's just because it's always, it's unexpected. It's, a guy who doesn't really get the limelight, star quarterbacks. I mean, I know this is a high school level, but in general,
but in general,
I remember I watched a video not that long ago that was like the most popular player or the most popular athlete in Philadelphia is always the backup quarterback. And that's just because it's always like the guy who, does like the dirty work. He helps everybody else get better. He doesn't really get to show it off that much himself, but he still obviously has talent of his own. So I think it's just seeing somebody, use their talent when they normally don't get that shine.
Because I think people do gravitate towards like the underdog, the backup.
Yeah, I was going to say it's the underdog story.
The underdog story.
Everyone loves an underdog story.
Danny Ryan, I didn't get a chance to see the beginning of the Phillies game, but I did catch the 7th, 8th, and 9th innings because I left the St. Joe's IMG game about right before halftime because I wanted to get home. I had a long day yesterday, and I wanted to see the second half on TV on ESPN too. But the Philadelphia Phillies really impressed us yesterday with a big 12-1 win over the struggling St. Louis Cardinals. But as you know, every Sunday we go on the mound with former Phillies pitcher Tommy Greene, brought to you by the John R. Elliott Hero Campaign for designated drivers. The Phillies, I want them to save some of them runs for today.
Yeah, they always do this. It seems like they erupt for 12, 13 runs. The next day, they get about 2 or 3 max, and then, either win the game by a slim margin or lose it. So hopefully they can keep it up today. I mean, in the first game of the series, they blew out the Cardinals, and they kept it up last night. So it should be an easy series sweep to a mediocre Cardinals squad.
So we'll talk a little Phillies baseball. Obviously, we'll talk about the Eagles, the battle at the beach, and then at the bottom of the second hour, we're going to talk with a former Penn State cheerleader. He's a good friend of mine. I was actually his mascot when he was on the beach patrol when I was a youngster, when I was a youngin', Jim Sullivan. And Jim Sullivan, I spoke with Jimmy, and he went to Penn State. He was a cheerleader there, and he cheered in front of like 70,000 people. And, he was in 3 bowl games. He cheered at 3 bowl games, but he was telling me a pretty cool story about there's like a little bit of a controversy on who adopted the "We Are Penn State," and it came from his cheerleading squad. He'll tell us all about it.
Yeah, that's a super interesting story. I mean, I'm not a huge college football fan, but even I know the "We Are."
Yeah,
it's just iconic.
Well, you're gonna hear the true story today.
Yeah, I'm into. Yeah, it's
and
super cool.
Not only that, I want to welcome Mac Young, is a student up at Penn State. He's going to be writing for our website covering Penn State football this year.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be right up on the website with all the other articles. We got our weekly columns from Michael Doktorovitz. We've got the weekly show previews that Billy was talking about just a few minutes ago. They also go up on the website. You can find the website at www.thelockerroombillyschweim.com, where you can find our photos, our videos, all of our interviews. You got the live stream, everything you want. Locker room
doing a great
related.
job with that, Andrew Leeds, the
Thank
intern.
you.
Now, boys, I got a bone to pick with you boys.
It
You
seems like you always
youngins,
do.
I got a bone to pick with you guys.
The Mr. Ed again?
No, it's worse. What is this with on a hot dog? You eat mustard.
That's ridiculous.
That is it. You don't put ketchup on a hot dog. Maybe if you're gonna listen, if you're gonna put ketchup on a hot dog, it's ketchup, mustard, and relish or onions. You put the whole thing on it. But if you're just gonna eat a hot dog, you just use mustard.
I have no problem with putting mustard on a hot dog. I'm not like, just gatekeeping ketchup, but to say you can't just put ketchup on a hot dog is blasphemy. I don't know when this became a crime.
I mean,
I grew up my entire childhood doing that.
I'm not putting either of them on a hot dog.
Yeah.
We
got a relish man over here.
I eat it with either plain or with relish.
Right,
that's it.
Plain.
I mean, okay,
I
don't like most condiments, which is something that I get made fun of a lot for. I don't like I don't like ketchup.
You eat everything bland?
I like hot sauce.
Do you like mayonnaise
on
a sandwich?
It's fine. I'm not like crazy.
You're
not crazy over mayonnaise.
Real quick,
but...
speaking of mayonnaise on a sandwich, do you see Will Levis's partnership with the mayonnaise company?
No.
He partnered with a mayonnaise company, had a whole commercial of him like putting mayo in his coffee, putting mayo on a muffin. Oh my god. That's terrible.
So you don't like condiments?
I don't like most condiments. I don't know why. Just ketchup, I can't do ketchup at all.
Wow, so
mustard,
my daughter loves ketchup.
If I had to do spicy mustard, it's not the worst thing. I like I like some.
You guys were hammering. I was on like a group text with you guys.
Yeah,
and I'm like, are these young kids nuts?
It's time to settle this debate.
It's
time to settle it. Tell the listeners to text in what they put on their hot dog.
I'm just confused why everyone's hating on relish. I feel like relish is like the best condiment.
I've never been a huge relish fan myself. I'm just confused as to when it became a crime to put ketchup on a hot dog.
It's a crime to put ketchup on a hot dog.
That's
a crime to me, but that's just because ketchup as a whole, it's a crime.
Yeah, I love ketchup, and that's the typical barbecue go-to condiment. I mean, come on.
So, all right, listen. Let me stipulate. If I go to the ballpark, I just get a hot dog. I just put mustard on it. If I'm going to go all the way, I'll put ketchup, mustard, relish, and onions on it. If I'm going to do the ketchup, got to do the whole thing. So let's open up the text board to see what people prefer. 609-403-0973 is the text board. 609-403-0973. Hot dog gets mustard only, or everything ketchup,
or just relish,
or just
relish.
Plain. How do you prefer your hot dog? How do you eat your hot dog at the ballpark?
It's just got to be ketchup.
Really
Either ketchup or mustard. I'm like, I'm not, like I said, I'm not against mustard. It's just, but since when is ketchup out of the ordinary for a hot dog?
Really quick, do you guys prefer? How do you prefer your hot dogs? Do you prefer them grilled or like? Do you prefer them?
I like them boiled. Like
you like boiled?
Yeah,
more?
put them in.
I
don't like them in a microwave.
If they're done right, I like them on the grill.
I
microwave
prefer
is
grilled.
terrible.
Do you really? Because I don't like them too charred.
Well, no, neither do I. I like
really
them light. I
that.
like them a little like charred, but not like too bad. So I'm in between.
Here's a guy that doesn't like condiments. He likes it charred.
Yeah, exactly. That's where he gets his flavor from.
609-403-0973. How do you like your hot dog? Just with mustard, just with ketchup, or the whole shebang? 609-403-0973. Now, boys, every weekend, every Saturday and Sunday on my way into the show, I stop by Blitz's Markets to get my freshly squeezed orange juice. You get it for $1 off if you say the locker room sent me for the orange juice. Let's crack them open, boys. I bought both the producer, Danny Ryan, the intern, Andrew Leeds. You can see him on StreamYard. All right, open it up and let's take a sip. All right, there you go.
Got his.
I'm doing cheers.
Oh, cheers. Let's go.
Cheers. All right, open it up. Cheers them up. I already downed mine because it's so delicious. All right, the boys, you can check it out on we're streaming live on my YouTube channel. Huh?
Very good.
How about that?
That's really good.
And only $3.99.
And only $3.99. You out of your mind?
Very good. Now you can tell it's fresh. You can tell it's natural. It's very good.
Yeah, I'm not like a huge orange juice person, but this is really good.
That's really freshly squeezed.
Yeah.
And you guys, I know that the reaction I got of you is real because if you didn't like it, I would have been able to tell the look on your face. Nothing but smiles. All right, we got a great show lined up today. Tommy Greene at 10:30. Ryan Hendricks, the backup quarterback at Ocean City, who gets a big win Friday night against Pleasantville. And then Jimmy Sullivan from Penn State. We got it all going on today, guys.
We got a lot of interviews going on today. Hey, we got our first chime in on the text board as well. Paul from Ocean City says, ketchup
Oh, Paul.
and raw onions.
All right.
Ketchup and raw onions.
All right.
That's 1-0 for ketchup, boys.
geez.
Come on now.
609-403.
You're going to learn today.
I don't think I'm gonna have many on my side, to be fair.
Now, people like something.
Yeah.
Not nothing. 609-403-0973. We want to remind people the first hour of the locker room is powered by Surety Title. Surety provides comprehensive title insurance protection and professional settlement services for home buyers and sellers, real estate agents, brokers, lenders, home builders, developers, and attorneys to facilitate your real estate purchases. Surety is an industry-wide leader with a team of experts that will help you through the entire process, from contract signing to closing, from the shortest center city and every place in between. Surety Title is there for you with 15 office locations in New Jersey and PA. That's Surety Title. For more information, call my good friend Ron Conklin at 856-988-8900. Give the Ocean City office a call at 609-399-1227. Stanton Insurance Group. Get your SIG protection. Don't get burned this summer. Choose Stanton Insurance Group for better coverage than your sunscreen. Protecting families, homes, automobiles, businesses in New Jersey and PA for over 25 years. Stanton helps you select the right insurance company for the best price combination of protection and service at a competitive rate. Get insurance coverage you need today. Visit sigprotection.com for a quote. That's SIG protection.com. When we return, we'll continue with more here in the locker room with Billy Schweiman, my locker room youth movement, producer Danny Ryan, the intern Andrew Leeds, right here on 97.3 ESPN.
The hunt for October continues on ESPN Radio.
Ronald Acuna Jr. with a bomb.
The Atlanta Braves are storming toward the postseason with baseball's best record. This weekend, they head to San Francisco to face the Giants, who are in the thick of the National League wildcard race. And every game is critical.
Towards the plate, the throw, and they get him. Wow.
The Atlanta Braves and the San Francisco Giants. Coverage begins today at 6 Eastern.
This is the play-by-play home of Sunday Night Baseball, exclusively on 97.3 ESPN FM.
Ocean City's real estate market is red hot. You need an agent that has the knowledge and expertise to help. Contact Ocean City's top agent, Mark Rhymes. Mark has been selling real estate for 30 years in South Jersey. He can answer all your real estate questions and find you the perfect property. He's available anytime on his cell at 609-425-2042. When Philadelphia star athletes are looking for a house at the beach, they contact Mark Rhymes, specializing in buying and selling vacation homes, single-family homes, condominiums, and duplexes, residential and commercial, as well as new construction projects or investment opportunities. Mark Rhymes, he's your agent at the beach. Give him a call right now, 609-425-2042, or check out his website at grimes.com.
Randazzo's Pizza, Randazzo's Pizza, the pizza you're gonna love. It's got the freshest taste that you'll find any place. Randazzo's Pizza, there's one right nearby. Randazzo's Pizza, Randazzo's Pizza. It's a pizza like you've never had before. Eat it or take it home, no matter where you roam. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find.
Why would you call anyone else besides Randazzo's Pizzeria and Family Restaurant, 34th and Asbury Avenue in Ocean City. Open year-round, 7 days a week, offering free delivery on the whole island and to the beach. Pizza, pasta, salads, entrees, subs, paninis, and wraps. Voted best of the shore. Call 814-1600. 814-1600.
Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find.
Finding an electrician that is dependable, prompt, and experienced is important. Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Service is just that. Service in Atlantic and Cape May counties for 40 years, Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services specializes in both commercial and residential work and provides 24-hour emergency services. No job too big and no job too small. Call Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services. They do it all. Call for a free estimate, 609-399-1999.
Call Tom Jackson and Sons for electrical, they're number one.
When you wake up well-rested on a great mattress, everything becomes clear.
I do have a favorite child.
Things you missed when you were tired finally reveal themselves.
My life coach has a terrible life.
Find your mattress at the Actually Really Seriously Best Sale of the Year for real at Mattress Firm. Save up to $700 on select Tempur-Pedic adjustable mattress sets, plus a $300 gift toward pillows and more. With fast, free delivery, the right mattress matters. We'll find yours. Restrictions apply. See store or mattressfirm.com for details.
Gary O. Like, I always took a lot of personal pride in keeping all my personal business off the internet. You know, And we all got those people, they want to put all their business out there every day on Facebook and Instagram. And they always start their posts out like this. Now, y'all know I don't like putting my personal business out there. I go, no, you put all your business out there. That's why I follow you.
Gary O.
I go to your page and feel better about my life.
Friday, November 17th, Harris Resort, Atlantic City. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com. Must be 21 or older to gamble. No one is stopped before you start. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein on 97.3 ESPN and the 97.3 ESPN free mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live at the Toms River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. Billy Schwein, my locker room youth movement, producer Danny Ryan, intern Andrew Leeds, and we're in the middle of a debate here, a hot debate of what to put on your hot dog: mustard, ketchup, nothing at all, like with the intern,
relish,
right? Little relish maybe. It's blasphemy to put ketchup on your hot dog, but mustard is the way to go.
You know, I started off hot here with this debate. Someone chimed in. Paul from Ocean City said ketchup and raw onions. So that was 1-0 for ketchup. But since I've just been taking a beating, we got deep fried hot dog with bacon, baked beans, and coleslaw. And then we got 2 straight ketchup supporters. Would
they put their names?
The second one with the deep fried hot dog did not. So if you could chime in with your name, where you're from. My own father chimes in and says ketchup on a hot dog is a violation.
It's a violation.
Mustard rules. So
it's a violation.
My family's turning on me, but even though little do they know, somebody had to teach me that. So somebody's guilty in my family.
Ketchup, you know what? You put ketchup on stuff to eliminate the taste or mask the taste.
Yeah.
That's like putting ketchup on.
I think it brings taste.
Spaghetti or something.
Oh, that's
Can you imagine that?
I can't imagine that.
609-403-0973. Mustard or ketchup on a hot dog.
We got another one. Winks from Vineland said, yo, fellas, hot dog, brown mustard, yellow mustard, and American or cheddar cheese. Ketchup at all is blasphemous, LOL. and he said, and grilled lightly is the best way to go for a hot dog.
That's what I agree.
I can do grilled, but I prefer.
That's fine.
I mean, I like hot dogs. I had 2 yesterday at the Battle at the Beach. And you know what I put on it? Mustard.
You know what's weird? Like, again, somebody
Billy was a glizzy gobbler yesterday.
Yeah, he wasn't.
609-403-0973 if you want to chime in with that. How about our Phillies, guys? 12 runs last night, and it started off with this.
Here we go.
Bryson Stott starts for the Phillies.
You know what I loved last night? The crowd. It was a Saturday night in late August. Place was packed against a team like the Cardinals, but the Philly fans, the Philly faithful, they're unbelievable.
And the national broadcast made it seem like a playoff game.
It did.
It felt great.
Yeah.
It was nice to see all those crisp, the pinstripes, the uniforms look great on those cameras. It was nice to see.
All right,
it took me back to Red October last year, that wild card series.
That's a perfect way to say that.
I mean, obviously that series was in St. Louis and not in Philly, but the Philly vibes, it reminded me of Red October, but also the wild card series.
It was a great vibe last night. And then you guys brought something to my attention. Let's listen to Castellanos' home run, and then we're going to talk about the Castellanos coincidence.
Yeah, we had the Trey Turner RBI single and Nick Castellanos 3-run bomb. Here we go.
All right, so there it is. With 3 home runs last night, the Phillies now have 48 in August. That's the most in a calendar year or calendar month in franchise history.
Yeah.
Of course, the previous mark was 46 in September of 2019, which wasn't that long ago.
Yeah, first year of Bryce Harper. I mean, it's one of the dark ages years, so it's weird.
Was that a Kapler year?
It had to be a Kapler year.
Was that a Kapler year?
I think so. He was here for 2 seasons.
You know what? Girardi was like fall of 2019 he got hired. So if it was before then, it must have been Kapler.
So, guys, since August 5th or since August 4th, since the standing ovation, it's not just Trey Turner who's been on fire. Bryce Harper's on fire. I mean, Trey Turner's batted .351 in the month or since August 5th with 27 hits, 5 home runs, 15 RBIs, and 14 runs scored. Bryce Harper, .379. 25 hits, 7 home runs, 17 RBIs, 17 runs scored. Those guys are on fire.
And they're getting hot at the right time. I mean, this is when you want the bats to start exploding and gear up for some deep postseason baseball. And, hopefully they get the top wild card spot. It's looking like that, at least right now with the Giants collapsing at the worst time. So, hey, if they can get the home field advantage in that 3-game wild card series, I think they're going to have a chance at a deep run.
Yeah, and it goes back to, I remember when that standing ovation first happened, we were talking about here in the studio about what that does for all the other players besides Trey Turner, seeing that the city has their back, and that shows with Bryce Harper's production in that same time.
And it's amazing. He hasn't changed his swing. I don't think he has too much of a different approach. He just stays with what's made him great, and it's starting to pay off.
And he's pouncing on the pitches that are given to him. Typically he would get down in the count, watch pitches down the middle, and get himself into a bad situation, then chase something outside of the zone thinking he needs to protect. But he's pouncing on the pitches that are hittable, and he's putting them in play, and good things are happening.
We have one more home run to play, right?
Yes, we do. Mr. Marsh, a part of the daycare.
That was when listen. You guys are my daycare. The Phillies daycare is carrying the day. I mean, those guys have been playing very consistent baseball for some time now, not just like a 3-week stretch. The Marsh, Stott, and Bohm have been hitting consistently all year long.
Stott, Marsh has like a 9-game hit streak going. Is it 9 games?
He's been incredible since coming back from his injury.
Yeah, he's got a 9-game hitting streak.
He's batting right around 290. Bryson Stott has been flirting around 300 the entire season. Bohm at 280. So they've been they've taken the leaps that every Philly fan dreamed of this season.
Let's hear it.
I mean, you could just tell just hearing the audio, that ball was crushed.
Yeah.
Like, I'm watching that. I was like, half watching, and I heard that noise. And I was like, oh, that's gone.
That crack off the bat, you're exactly right.
Right down the middle.
You knew it was gone the moment it left the bat.
And his lefty stance turned on it perfectly. Here we got the call from Scott Fransky as we relive it. I mean, they exploded. That was their final run of the night, or final 3 runs, but they just, man, when they're on, they're on.
Let's talk about Zach Wheeler, because we saw an ace last night, albeit against I don't think the Goldschmidt, he was taken out in the middle of the game. Is that correct? Goldschmidt?
Not sure on that. I mean, I was at work, so I didn't get to catch the entire game. But
yeah,
he did have 3 at bats, but then he was I don't know if he was pinch hit. Why would they pull him out?
If they pulled him out, I must have missed
because
that.
he was 0 for 3, and Motter came in and had an at bat at first base. He's a guy with the long hair.
The only run he allowed was the first major league home run for one of the Cardinals rookies they called up late in the season. So, I mean, I mentioned to you off the air when we first got here, he had 5 strikeouts in just 2 innings of work. He came out absolutely guns a-blazing, and he had a great start.
He only threw 80 pitches.
Yeah, I mean, that was vintage Wheeler last night. Now his ERA is lowered to 3.59 on the season, entered at 3.7. If you can get that type of production, and then, just the type of composure he had, he looked so calm out there, and you need that in big postseason moments.
I'm excited, guys. I mean, people text me yesterday, look at all, I told you to start swinging their bat. I start to worry. I shouldn't say that's not the word I'm looking for. But there's concern when they score a lot of runs in one game that they come out flat the next. You know how that happens?
Yeah. I mean, it's been happening a few times this season with them. But like I said, they're facing a bad Cardinals team, granted. But, I mean, the first 2 games of the series, they've exploded for runs, and they haven't been letting up.
13 games over 500, boys.
Yeah, firmly at number 1 in the wild card. Arizona lost last night, so that's pretty big.
I'm hoping this is the run where they can really just take a grasp of this first spot in the wild card race and just run with it. Go 15 to 17 games over 500 for the rest of the season and not fall back to that 9 or 10 game area.
All right, 609-403-0973. Hot dog gets mustard, ketchup, or the whole shebang.
We got another
What do you
one.
prefer? 609-403-0973. Help us settle a score. Ryan, Andrew, he puts ketchup on his mustard. That's
disgusting, but I just
come on.
Ketchup is disgusting.
That's a crime.
I had
Grow
no
up.
idea. As somebody who doesn't like ketchup,
Grow up.
It's a crime. Little kids put ketchup on stuff.
Dude, ketchup is one of the all-time condiments, and it's meant for hot dogs as well.
I put ketchup on my hamburger, but not on my hot dog.
Like I said, I'm not limited to other condiments with it, but to say ketchup is just, should never touch a hot dog, you're lying to yourself.
As somebody who is limited to condiments, I will say ketchup is worse than mustard.
Oh,
for me.
good
It's
Lord.
way. I don't.
Ketchup.
I can't do ketchup.
609-403-0973.
What we get a vote for?
We got Johnny G chiming in saying hot dog hoagie, lettuce, tomatoes, and tomato ketchup. So there we go.
Griner. I think that's Johnny Griner.
And he goes, go Phils, going Wednesday, businessman special.
He is a businessman. Griner, come on, man.
That's 2-0.
Come on, Johnny Griner.
Looks like it's 2-2 for ketchup and mustard right now.
609-403-0973. Help settle the score here. You just put mustard on a hot dog. That's it.
Arthur from Mays Landing says grilled hot dog with cheese and chili. So if not a vote for either of us, he's going with the whole shebang.
Yeah,
no ketchup, he goes, though, in all caps.
Well, what did I say? I said if you're going to go with ketchup, you got to go with the whole shebang. You got to put everything on it.
You know, I feel like I have the silent majority here. I think people they're just being quiet about there. They don't want to be made fun of like me. But I'll take the.
Are we bullying you?
You're not controversial, my friend. You're not going to get the short end of the stick.
Take a stand.
We got Bud H from Milton, Delaware chiming in saying, way back in the day, my younger cousin put ketchup on a hot dog. Needless to say, I kicked his butt. He said something else, but I'm not going to say it on the air.
609-403-0973. Come on, man.
I think that's
just
mustard
on
one.
Guys, I when I go to the Phillies game, I look forward to and by the way, I put a lot of mustard on there too. I don't just put a little bit. I put a lot of mustard on.
I'm getting attacked here right now. Alex H from Milton, Delaware. So I'm inkling. I can't speak. My inkling says that he is related to Bud H, but he says if you put ketchup on a hot dog, then you're a communist.
You're
Alex
a communist. Very good. I like that.
I guess I'm a communist.
609-403-0973. Settle the score. Ketchup is just blasphemy on a hot dog.
I didn't know people had
on
such strong
American.
opinions.
All right, it is, I believe, 4-2 in favor of mustard right now.
609-403-0973. On the other side, we're going to go on the mat. Let's get Tommy Greene to settle the score.
Oh,
he played baseball his whole life. I bet she's a mustard guy.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to be siding with me. I think I'm
maybe he's a relish man.
I'm the minority in this one.
On the other side, we'll go on the mound with former Phillies pitcher Tommy Greene, brought to you by the John R. Elliott Hero Campaign for designated drivers. Want to remind people the first hour of the locker room is powered by Surety Title. Surety provides comprehensive title insurance protection and professional settlement services for home buyers and sellers, real estate agents, brokers, lenders, home builders, developers, and attorneys to facilitate your real estate purchases. From the shore to Center City and every place in between, Surety Title is there for you. With 15 office locations in New Jersey and PA, that's Surety Title. For more information, call my good friend Ron Conklin at 856-988-8900 or give the Ocean City office a call at 609-399-1227. Captain Chucky's is now in Sea Isle. Try their famous crab cakes, steamed shrimp, selection of soups and appetizers, Marciano's stuffed breads, pierogies from the Pierogi Kitchen, stocks, pound cake, and more. Just take, bake, and enjoy. Call 609-905-CRAB or visit CaptainChucky'sSeaIsle.com. Stop in and say hi to owners John and Katie McCann. They're at 4111 Lannis Avenue to see all they have to offer. Online ordering and local delivery is available. That's Captain Chucky's in Sea Isle, crab with an attitude. When we return, we'll go on the mound with former Phillies pitcher Tommy Greene. You're listening to The Locker with Billy Schwein right here on 97.3 ESPN.
Thursday on Compass Media Network's coverage of NCAA football. We kick off the 2023 season with a cross-country showdown as Cam Rising and the 14th-ranked Utah Utes host Graham Mertz and the Florida Gators. Hi, it's Greg Daniels. Join Chad Brown and me for all the action as the hunt for the college football playoffs starts now. It's number 14 Utah hosting Florida. If it's NCAA football, it's right here.
It's college football on 97.3 ESPN. Coverage begins at 7:30.
Train presents The Unstoppables. Those captains of comfort, those gargantuans of the guarantee, those satisfaction savants who persevere perilously beyond probability as the raconteurs of reliability. Here's to Train's heralded heroes of heating and air conditioning, those comfort kings with a tireless tenacity for total turnaround. The Train Comfort Specialists. Just one more reason why it's hard to stop a train.
Hi, this is Joe Lenigan, owner of Lenigan Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Call us today for your free train system quote at 609-399-1200 or online at ocnjplumber.com. And please don't forget to ask for a military and senior discount.
Calling again, again and again. Calling again, again and again.
Hi, this is ex-Philadelphia Eagles tight end Ken Dunnick, and I'm the current publisher of Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine, and I'm asking you to become a Camden County police officer and help make our city a better place to live. The Camden County Police Department is now hiring for sworn officers who are going to make a difference in our community. The first year's salary for the position is $51,000. So join the effort today to be part of something bigger than yourself. Visit CamdenCountyPD.org to apply online. That's CamdenCountyPD.org. Thank you.
Do you want to get in shape and feel great and look better on the beach? At Local Gym and Fitness, located at 908 Asbury Avenue, you can accomplish your goal. 4 local guys with a passion and experience in fitness wanted to open a gym that delivers a quality, hospitable, clean, and friendly environment. Don't be intimidated. Be a local. Local Gym has the best equipment around with 4 fully loaded Olympic and CrossFit platforms, Jacob's ladders, Stairmasters, bikes, and ergs. Local Gym and Fitness provides quality trainers to lend their expertise with all your training needs. They're open 7 days a week. Memberships are affordable. So be a local at Local Gym and Fitness. Call them today at 609-545-8732 or go online at localgymandfitness.com. I'll see you there.
What's holding you back from learning the language you've always wanted to know?
Too hard. Takes too long.
Not with Babbel. Babbel's lessons take just 15 minutes a day.
15 minutes isn't long.
Nope. And they're fun. So you don't realize you're learning a language, but you are. In 3 weeks, you're able to start having conversations. And Babbel's lessons are built around real life.
And with Babbel, it isn't hard. It's perfect.
Now try Babbel free. Just go to Babbel.com. That's BABBEL.com.
Right now at Wendy's, when you buy either a Dave's Single, Spicy Chicken Sandwich, Medium Frosty, or 10-piece nuggets, you can get another for just $1. Your dollar never tasted so good. So it's obvious what everyone will get, right?
Definitely nugs
Spicy
and
chicken
a Frosty.
sandwich,
Dave's single and a Frosty for
Frosty
me.
and a Frosty.
Okay, who said Frosty and a Frosty? Pick your obvious choice. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's, buy one, get one for $1.
Limited time only. Price of participation may vary. U.S. Wendy's, valid for item of equal or lesser value. Cannot be combined in a combo or any other offer.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein on 97.3 ESPN and the free 97.3 ESPN mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live at the Toms River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. Billy Schwein, my Locker Room Youth Movement. It's my daycare. Producer Danny Ryan, the intern Andrew Leeds, and we're trying to settle a score here. So we're getting our first guest that we talk with every Sunday, and I just got a feeling he's on my side with this. The question is, what do you like on a hot dog? Let's go to the Toms River Volkswagen Auto Group studio. Let's go to the Toms River Auto Group Sports Hotline and welcome into the locker room. We go on the mound with former Phillies pitcher Tommy Greene, brought to you by the John R. Elliott Hero Campaign for designated drivers. Reminding you not to drink and drive and to always have a designated driver. Sign up now for the 12th annual Hero Walk and Run on the Ocean City Boardwalk Sunday, October 15th. Go to herocampaign.org to register today for the Hero Campaign's biggest fundraiser and help them prevent drunk and impaired driving. That's herocampaign.org. Let's welcome in Tommy Greene. Tommy, settle the score, buddy. Hot dog
Good morning, guys.
Good morning, Tom. You got to settle a score for us. Hot dogs only get mustard. Is that correct?
Yeah, in my book, yeah. But I can add onions to it.
Oh, no. Yeah, you can add onions to that. But ketchup, no. The ketchup's on American. You can't put ketchup.
No ketchup.
What about relish?
No ketchup. No.
Oh,
See that? Brilliant.
I'm a mustard guy. I try to take all the sweetness out of it.
Yeah.
So that's just me.
And ketchup masks the taste of the hot dog. You don't want to kill it.
All right, that's
you want to enhance it. Tommy's right.
5-2 in favor
Yeah,
of
I'm the type 2 diabetic, so I try to watch the sugars. So when I have a hot dog, so most time I'm just eating the hot dog, not the bun. So,
Tommy Greene, I'll tell you what, the summer's winding down, but the Phillies are heating up. And how about the bats last night?
Well, I'll tell you what, it's we've talked about it all year. It's about waking up and getting hot at the right time, and they're trending in that direction. On both sides of it, really, pitching and hitting. So it's a good combination, giving us a chance to win win series and, and having a good week. We were a play away of being 5-1 this week. We're in less than 4-2. So, but I'll take that. You got a winning week. That's all you can ask for.
Tommy, I just it's a mystery to me, but it's a good mystery. Ever since Trey Turner got that standing ovation, it not only helped him, it helped Bryce Harper out. Castellanos is picking it up. To the players, I guess deep down inside, the players are, when the fans are critical and they're booing them, I guess that you press too hard. But ever since the standing ovation, it seems like the whole team has played better.
Well, you can look at it. It all depends on the way you look at things. As as a person, everybody's a little bit different. Everybody wants to be treated well. And the thing about baseball is you have to earn it. And then when you have to be able to accept it, the criticism when constructive criticism when you're not playing well. So, and that's the thing about Philadelphia. They're going to let you know when you're not playing well. But as long as you're going about your work the right way, like Turner was, they're going to support him. They're going to show him the love and support, which they did, which can make you feel better that you got your fans on your side. They're not always banging you, but he knew that he needed to be better. That he's capable of playing better. And it comes down to just to keep doing what you do well day in and day out, keep working on the positive things, and sooner or later, positive things start happening. And that's exactly what happened. And it's hard to keep a 300 guy down, that long, but you go through your time. Baseball's a humbling sport, guys. The baseball god's got a knack about throwing down the bolt and say, here, try this on for size, and then it makes you have to adjust, so that's just about everything in life a little bit, it kind of teaches you and humbles you a little bit, and you get back to work and do what you do well.
Hey, good morning, Tommy. This is Andrew Leeds here, and we were talking about on the show a little bit earlier about how the Phillies daycare, as we like to call it, have been just absolutely killing it this season. They've been arguably our most consistent players.
Very
those
consistent.
Three, obviously Brandon Marsh, Alec Boehm, and Bryson Stott. And I just want to ask you, just how huge is that in terms of looking at the Phillies, that these guys are all developing almost at an excelled rate this season as we go into this postseason?
Well, as you know, it takes a team to do it, and to see those guys do what they've done, doing what they're doing, and what have they done this year so far. The Phillies got to be proud of how they've matured and the process, the maturation process they've gone through a little bit. They've made keep making those steps forward. Boehm, Stott being in his second year like that, to making that step forward, keep improving. And they don't mean they have to be, ridiculously hitting, out of their mind doing what they're doing, but they've made improvements to be who they are. And this is the type of players they are. It shows you what they can do. And they're going to get better. Both of them are starting to show power more, especially Stott. He's starting to, get on pitches that, and do some damage, not necessarily just hitting all over the field, which is good too, but he's getting that breaking ball or whatever he gets, and he's doing damage with it. And, in situations. So it's good to see that type of process, down at, especially as those guys are at the bottom of the lineup more so than not, turning that lineup over. And that's what you want a big league lineup to do, to give your chance, for the Schwarber to come up with men on and Bryce to come up with men on and Turner. That way you got a chance to really do some damage and have big innings like they've been having.
Hey, Tommy, Danny Ryan here. And, we've all been talking about Trey Turner and his resurgence since the standing ovation in Philly on August 4th. But I have to ask you about Bryce Harper. Since that same exact date, he's been tearing the cover off the ball, batting .370, 7 home runs, 17 RBIs with 25 hits. Is it safe to say that Bryce Harper is officially back? And how huge would that be for a deep postseason run?
Well, it's been sort of fun to watch. As an ex-ball player, watch guys that have been through injuries before. I'm not a hitter. I wasn't a hitter, but a pitcher. You see guys going through the process of what he had to go through, during the course of the year to getting stronger. See him, to me, become a better hitter because of this, what he's had to go through, because he didn't have necessarily the strength as much. And it's been a year's worth of work that he's having to put in to start getting that strength to where it's at now, for him to put the type of swing on the ball that every night. He's getting it a little bit more in the air than he used to, not rolling over on it, hitting it hard, but he's using the whole field, which that's going to enable him to hit more home runs because he's going to stay on the ball and not roll over on it, as much. He's going to start staying on it, which allows him to hit those line drives and get those balls up in the air a little bit more, which is going to carry out of that yard during this time of year. The ball's flying in that joint right now.
Oh, yeah. Every Sunday during the baseball season, we go on the mound with former Phillies pitcher Tommy Greene, brought to you by the John R. Elliott Hero Campaign for designated drivers. If you have a question for Tommy, send us a text message, 609-403-0973. If you have a question for Tommy Greene, 609-403-0973. Now, Tommy, I've been very critical of Kyle Schwarber, but he got 2 walks last night. He's got 100 for the season, and the other night he hit a ball. It stuck. He hit it so hard it stuck in a fence. Did you see that?
Well, hey, there's no question about when he hits it how hard it's hit. And I mean, look at the week. For the week, this past 7 days, he hit 300. What can you ask for, man?
No, I know.
He's doing. So well, I mean, he's doing what he does. I don't know how to explain it. Do I think he's the prototypical leadoff guy? No.
But they're winning with him.
I know, and that's the thing about it. You don't mess with something that's working; it tends to work. And somehow he finds a way to get on base and and do some positive things. So you're hoping that when he gets on bases, he gets a pitch for a Turner. That they leave up in the zone a little bit. So I mean that's what you're hoping for.
609-403-0973. If you have a question for Tommy, send us a text question. We'll read it to Tommy Greene, 609-403-0973. Tommy Greene, the Philadelphia Phillies bullpen, seventh best bullpen in the league. I mean, you're getting. I mean, Alvarado comes back and he looks like he's right where he left off.
Well, I mean, that's what you were hoping for. We got to have that guy. He's the guy. I haven't seen Kimbrel pitch that much lately. We got to get him on track too. And I mean, with the back 3 guys in that bullpen, at least has been. We got to get on a good roll here with Alvarado, Dominguez, and Kimbrel. And I mean, and I can't say enough of good things about Hoffman. He's quietly done a good job for us and starting to be put in more situations that hopefully at the end of the year it's going to pay off. We'll have that 4th guy down there that really makes a difference. During the course of the game because he's got good stuff too. But we have to get those guys going at the end. And it's good to see Alvarado back, getting his feet on the ground again. Hopefully he tightens it up a little bit, with the command a little bit like he had earlier in the year. But, he's got that adrenaline rolling now a little bit since he hadn't been out on the big league mound but twice, so he's got it going pretty good. Now we just got to keep him healthy for the rest of the way so we can finish up strong here because we need it.
We're talking with former Phillies pitcher Tommy Greene every Sunday during the baseball season. Brought to you by the John R. Elliott Hero Campaign for designated drivers. Tommy Greene, Aaron Nola's on the hill today at 1:35 start, I guess it is today. And I mean, he's been inconsistent all year. We know the knock on him, but yet he goes out every 5th day, eats up innings, gets his strikeouts. I mean, what do we expect out of Aaron Nola today?
Well, I'd love to see what we got from his last outing. That would be outstanding. I mean, he went 7 innings, gave up a couple earned runs. That was it. I mean, and both of them were 2 solo homers. So I mean, you can't ask for more than that from a starting pitcher. He goes 7 innings for you at least, and then he gives up a couple earned runs. I mean, you got a chance to win the ball game. You probably should win it. And if he can, it's hard to maintain that all out through the year. But I mean, he's went through stretches where he's pulled and done that for like half a year. So he's capable of doing it and getting on that roll. And I don't want to sound monotonous about it, but it's all about the time you get hot, and that it's about getting hot at the right time. And with the pitching staff, they're here in this last month and a week of a season left. It's all about getting those guys going and trending in the right direction, so they're hot going in. And clinch this thing off and hot going into the playoffs. That's what we want. You got to have it. You got to have a few of those pitchers, on the good side. We've had a young guy with Sanchez. He's done a great job for us. You can't ask no more than what he's done. And he's kept us right there in ball games and gave us a chance to win and do some things. And it's well deserved the props he's getting right now. He's done a good job.
Tommy Greene, as always, we really appreciate your insight. Thank you. And I knew you liked mustard on your hot dog. I mean, you got to go with mustard. That's all there is to it.
Amen. I'm definitely a mustard guy. So.
Hey, Tommy, man, thank you so much. We really enjoy having you on Sundays. And let's go Phillies this afternoon.
You got it, man.
There he is. Tommy Greene. On the Mound with Tommy Greene is brought to you by the John R. Elliott Hero Campaign for designated drivers. Reminding you not to drink and drive and always have a designated driver. Sign up now for the 12th Annual Hero Walk and Run on the Ocean City Boardwalk Sunday, October 15th. Go to herocampaign.org to register today for the Hero Campaign's biggest fundraiser and help them prevent drunk and impaired driving. That's herocampaign.org. You know, the lineups are out, Danny Ryan.
We're going to hop on them after we get back from that.
Remind people the first hour of the locker room is powered by Surety Title. Surety provides comprehensive title insurance protection and professional settlement services for home buyers and sellers, real estate agents, brokers, lenders, home builders, developers, and attorneys to facilitate your real estate purchases. From the shortest center city and every place in between, Surety Title is there for you with 15 office locations in New Jersey and PA. That's Surety Title. For more information, call my good friend Ron Conklin at 856-988-8900 or give the Ocean City office a call at 609-399-1227. Hey, just about everybody in our area has heard about the Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine that is run by ex-Philadelphia tight end Ken Dunnick. Were you aware of their private business network they call the Legacy Club? Every month, they hold private events at upscale locations in Philadelphia and South Jersey that attract over 200 top business people. If you have an interest in attending one of these events and see it's a fit for your business, send an email to ken@jerseymanmagazine.com or give him a call at 856-912-4007 for more information. And by the way, speaking of ex-Philadelphia Eagles, Ron Jaworski and Trey Thomas were in attendance last night at the Battle at the Beach in Ocean City. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's cool. All right, when we return, we'll wrap up hour number one. You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweiman, my locker room youth movement. Producer Danny Ryan and intern Andrew Leeds right here on 97.3 ESPN.
You haven't downloaded the 97.3 ESPN free mobile app? Well, go get it now to follow all the Philly sports teams at 97.3ESPN.com. Powered by First Bank of Sea Isle City.
Finding an electrician that is dependable, prompt, and experienced is important. Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Service is just that. Service in Atlantic and Cape May counties for 40 years, Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services specializes in both commercial and residential work and provides 24-hour emergency services. No job too big and no job too small. Call Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services. They do it all. Call for a free estimate, 609-399-1999.
Call Tom Jackson and Sons or Electrical, they're number one.
The Point is your destination for a tropical oasis at the Jersey Shore. Now with 2 locations on Bay Avenue in Somers Point and their new location at 43rd Street off the boardwalk in Sea Isle City. The Point has the best food and drink specials with their famous Tiki Bar, offering a waterfront view of the bay in Somers Point and the ocean in Sea Isle. Plus, live music is featured 7 days a week at both the Point locations. For more information, check out The Point on Facebook and visit them online at dothepoint.com.
Every year, hundreds of children suffer from unintentional injuries or death due to unsecured guns. Camden County and Moms Demand Action South Jersey are asking for your help to reduce gun violence by spreading the Be Smart message.
Store guns unloaded, locked, and separate from ammunition. And talk to other parents about secure gun storage.
It's up to us to prevent these tragedies and save lives. Visit CamdenCounty.com/BeSmart to learn how we can stop gun accidents and deaths together.
Gary Owens.
I always took a lot of personal pride in keeping all my personal business off the internet. You know, and we all got those people, they want to put all their business out there every day on Facebook and Instagram. And they always start their posts out like this. Now, y'all know I don't like putting my personal business out there. I go, no, you put all your business out there. That's why I follow you.
Gary Owens.
I go to your page to feel better about my life.
Friday, November 17th, Harris Resort, Atlantic City. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com. Must be 21 or older to gamble. No one to stop before you start. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Texting enrolls
calls you in recurring automated marketing text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
Leaving for the gym so early?
I'm ready to go.
Since you started taking Nugenix Total T, you've been acting like when we met in our 20s.
I feel like myself again. Lower testosterone after turning 40 slowed me down. Nugenix Total T has been a game changer for me.
What is it about Nugenix Total T that's different?
Well, it's a patented key ingredient called testofen. It boosts free and total testosterone to help you get back the drive and energy from your youth. It's backed by 5 clinical studies.
I've seen the huge difference it's made for you in the gym, at work, and in the bedroom.
I'm so glad I sent them a text for my complimentary bottle. Text ROCK to 321321 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T. Nugenix is the #1 selling testosterone boosting brand at GNC and Walmart. Do it now, and we'll also send you a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, our newest, most powerful fat burner ever. Absolutely free. Text ROCK to 321321. That's ROCK to 321321.
An online resource is now available for New Jersey residents to assist in preventing eviction. Go to housinghelpnj.org or call 888-691-3002 to be connected to a certified housing counselor for free housing counseling services and information.
Now, more of the Locker Room with Billy Twine on 97.3 ESPN and the 97.3 ESPN free mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live at the Toms River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. Billy Schweim, Danny Ryan, Andrew Leeds. And Andrew, I believe Danny Ryan is he's taking a beat, and everybody likes the mustard. The mustard's winning.
Yeah, it seems that way so far.
609-403-0973. Mustard on a hot dog, ketchup on a hot dog. What do you prefer? Or the whole shebang? What do you got, Danny?
Yeah, I'm getting attacked right now. Kevin from Upper chimes in and says, when I was a kid, I was away for the weekend with my dad. He ordered hot dogs for us and asked what I wanted on it. I said ketchup. It came back with mustard, and I complained. He told me ketchup on a hot dog is un-American, and needless to say, I've been a mustard guy since. Mustard and raw onions. So we got that one. And then we got all of you forgot about barbecue sauce as substitute for ketchup on grilled dogs. Pile on the relish, mustard, grilled onions. Glenn from Mays Landing.
He said relish?
Yep.
I got relish.
So you got one vote for
Listen,
relish.
I was more of an everything.
Mustard was in there as well.
Andrew, I'll put onions on my mustard. I'll put the mustard on the hot dog first, and then I'll sprinkle the onions on top.
I'm saying relish.
Right.
And our last one.
I like onions too.
Yeah.
Our last one in the debate chimes in and says, if you have a hot dog and French fries, do you put mustard on French fries? No. Essentially saying you wouldn't put ketchup on a hot dog.
Yeah, right.
So, I'm not really winning this one. I believe the score is 8-2, if I'm not mistaken.
609-403-0973. Let's keep them coming in.
Looking for more supporters.
Because it's un-American to put the ketchup on a hot dog.
Come on. I'm as American as they come. Give me a break.
All right, the Philadelphia Phillies lineup is out, Danny.
Yes, it is. So just the Phillies.
Give me your radio voice, like your your Blue Rocks,
no,
right? Come on,
you're gonna rip him all day for his catch-up and then have him do his voice.
Yeah, he's gonna embarrass me.
Come on, no, do it. No, I'm not gonna do it. No,
I'll do it in a nice
you
manner.
have a good play-by-play voice.
All right, for St. Louis, their lineup isn't out yet. Only the Phillies side is, but it's leading off Kyle Schwarber in left field, batting second Trey Turner, the shortstop, batting third Nick Castellanos in right field, batting fourth Bryce Harper, the DH, batting fifth Alec Boehm, the first baseman today. JT Realmuto batting sixth, catching tonight or this afternoon. Bryson Stott batting seventh at second base. Edmundo Sosa batting eighth at third. And Yohan Rojas back in the outfield. So that should be fun to watch in center field batting.
All right, now, Leedsy, what's going on with Castellanos? Every time there's a tragedy or something dies or something happens.
Oh, boy.
This is the thing. It's well known on Twitter.
For about 3 years now.
So pretty much it all started a few years ago when the play-by-play guy for the
so it was
Reds?
the play-by-play broadcaster for the Cincinnati Reds at the time. I believe his name was Tom Brenneman.
He said something wrong. We don't have to go there.
A homophobic slur is all that the listeners need to know. And he had to apologize for it on the air. About an inning later, Nick Castellanos came up to bat mid-apology as he started it. He said, "I pride myself as a man of faith, blah, blah, blah." As there's a deep drive into left field by Castellanos, it'll be a home run. And then he said the score, and he goes, "I don't know if I'll ever put this headset on again." And so
but every time there's a tragedy or something,
and now the legacy has followed. And Andrew can explain that.
Yeah, so I remember some of the specific events. Obviously, the day that the I-95 collapsed, of course, Castellanos hit a home run.
Memorial Day, his first year in a Phillies uniform, they were honoring veterans. Home run.
Okay. And then
but that's not a tragedy. That's not.
But
it's a serious topic.
Yeah.
About
Okay.
soldiers,
all right.
But and then as of recently, last night, obviously, Bob Barker, famous host of The Price is Right, passed away at the age of 99. And there were throughout the day a lot of people tweeting out their condolences while also showing their sports bet money line for Nick Castellanos.
Oh, is that right?
Locking in the Nick Castellanos home run.
From now on out, if somebody big dies, somebody famous or a celebrity of some sort,
you might as well throw $5 on it.
You might as well throw $5 on Castellanos hitting a home run.
Yeah, I mean, it's weird too because I literally before the game last night I was like, should I buy in? Should I throw $5 on Castellanos, $10, and it hit, and I was so mad at myself.
Well, I'm going to try to pay attention to that. The next time something like that happens, I'm definitely going to get on my.
There's a few more examples too. I just can't remember off the top of my head.
I'll look them up.
Those are the most notable.
Wow, that's pretty cool. Hour 1 is in the books. Hour 2 ahead, we're going to talk football, and we're going to start off with the backup quarterback to the Ocean City High School football team, Ryan Hendricks. Comes in a mop-up role and throws a touchdown pass.
Unbelievable.
We're going to talk to him. And then at the bottom of the hour, former Penn State cheerleader, former Ocean City Beach Patrol lifeguard, Jimmy Sullivan. We'll talk about his story about We Are Penn State. All that and more. I'm with the Locker Room Youth Movement, producer Danny Ryan, the intern Andrew Leeds. It's the Locker Room with Billy Schwein right here on 97.3 ESPN and the 97.3 ESPN free mobile app.
Are you ready for Eagles football?
He's firing, and it is intercepted! Eagles pick it off!
We are too.
And walks in for the touchdown! Beautiful execution. Beautiful.
Listen to the Philadelphia Eagles with Merrill Reese and Mike Quick all season long on 97.3 ESPN, South Jersey's official Eagles station.
Texting privacy policy and terms and conditions posted at textplan.us. Texting enrolls for recurring automated text marketing messages. Message and data rates may apply or apply stopped, opt out. Go to nomoredraftywindows.com for full offer details. Attention all homeowners. Do you know when to replace your windows? Feeling too hot or cold? It's time to replace. Fog between the glass. Time to replace. Spending too much on expensive energy that literally goes out the window? It's definitely time to replace. If you've put off replacing windows in your home because it's too expensive, here's great news. You can now get a free in-home window consultation and free price quote from Renewal by Andersen, the company with the most 5-star reviews among leading full-service window replacement companies. And right now, you can save $359 off every window and $887 off every door. Just text PLACE to 200-300 for your free consultation on top-quality affordable windows or patio doors for $0 down, 0 payments, and 0 interest for a year. That's right. You don't pay a dime for an entire year. Plus, save $359 off every window and $887 off every door. But hurry, these big dollar savings end this month. Text PLACE to 200-300 right now. Text the word PLACE to 200-300. Don't wait. Text PLACE to 200-300.
Hello, I'm Atlantic County Executive Denny Levinson. From our beautiful beaches to countless entertainment and recreational destinations, there's so much to enjoy in Atlantic County. But with thousands of residents and visitors hitting the road this summer, it's important to travel safely and never drive impaired. Last year, 64% of all fatal motor vehicle crashes in Atlantic County were alcohol or drug related. These crashes were senseless and preventable. If you plan to drink alcohol or are under the influence of drugs, marijuana, or prescription, don't drive. Atlantic County Police Departments will be participating in the statewide Drive Sober or Get Pulled Over campaign through Labor Day weekend. Officers will be arresting motorists who choose to put themselves and others in danger. Remember, if you feel different, you drive different. Let's continue to work together to prevent impaired driving and protect our community.
With Labor Day savings at the Home Depot, we'll get your kitchen clicking. With top brand appliances, like a new LG refrigerator capable of making 4 different types of ice. Or an LG oven with built-in air fryer for healthier, crispier options. Plus, with convenient shopping in-store and online, your innovative new appliances are also just a click away. Get up to $700 off select appliances, plus an extra $1,000 off LG kitchen appliances, only at the Home Depot. Pricing valid 8/24 through 9/13, U.S. only. See store or online for details.
A Town Square media station serving all of South Jersey. This is 97.3 ESPN, home of the Philadelphia Eagles.
They've got 'em!
WENJ HD, Millville, Atlantic City.
Set! Red 83!
Von Hayes, welcome to the locker room with Billy Schwein.
Yeah, hey, Billy, how you doing out there?
Rich Gannon, welcome to the locker room, Rich.
Thanks, guys. It's great to be with you.
Great Bob McElwee, NFL referee.
Hey, Bill, how you doing?
Craig Berube. Craig, welcome to the locker room.
All right, thanks, Billy.
We have the real Pat Croce in the locker room.
Let me off the bench, Coach.
And now here's your host, Billy Schwein.
All right, we're back broadcasting live at the Tom's River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. Billy Schwein, Danny Ryan, the producer, and Andrew Leeds, the intern, the locker room youth movement. Before we get to our next guest, we were talking real quick about Castellanos hitting home runs when there's like a tragedy or a death.
Yeah,
and you did a little further examination of how coincidental this is. It's wild.
So a couple things. I mean, it was the day that Vin Scully passed away.
He hit a home run that day.
The day that Queen Elizabeth passed away, I forgot about that one. That was a vivid one because as soon as she passed away, everyone was talking about,
right?
Oh, watch out for Castellanos. And then he did it. I just saw that apparently he had 2 home runs on the day of those when the wildfires were going around in Hawaii.
Is that right?
He had 2 home runs that
So
day.
any type of tragedy or death or something.
That was also the anniversary of the atomic bomb
bomb,
World War II on Nagasaki and Hiroshima. And he hit 2 home runs that day.
That's crazy.
I think the crazy thing now is like before we really weren't noticing, and then we started to notice this happen, and now we expect it, and it's still happening. Like
dude, I gotta get to my sports app and lay something down. Like if somebody dies, there's like a tragic anniversary of a tragic event or something.
The 2 biggest mysteries surrounding the Phillies team right now is the resurgence of Trey Turner following the ovation and Nick Castellanos on tragedies or serious conversations.
All right, let's turn to football now because this whole weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, battle at the beach at Ocean City High School football field, Carey Stadium in Ocean City, New Jersey, with some great games. Yesterday saw Mainland beat Washington Township 26-7, Hamilton 35. St. John Vaney 0. Toms River North beat Millville 14-7. Then on Friday night, it was Ocean City 14, Pleasantville 6. And in that game, the starting quarterback, Walker Bailey, gets injured. And the backup has to come in, and his name is Ryan Hendricks. So let's go to the Toms River Auto Group Sports Hotline and welcome in to the locker room a football player for the Ocean City High School team. He's the quarterback, the second-string quarterback, Ryan Hendricks. Good morning, Ryan.
Good morning. How are you?
Hey, Ryan, I love this story because I was a backup quarterback in high school and college, and I never got my opportunity. So you get an opportunity, you make the most of it. You played really well, and that was that. How did you stay so calm? And you had to be excited, nervous, all at the same time.
I was mostly excited. I mean, I stayed calm because I had no clue that I was going in until the kickoff of the second half. So they didn't tell me. So I just went with it. I thought Walker maybe would stay in. He would play through the injury, but no, that didn't happen. And I got in. I didn't really feel nervous at all. I mean, I just sort of like blacked out because of all the stuff going on.
It's kind of funny because, I mean, Walker Bailey was really limping. I mean, he looked like he was in a lot of pain and he just couldn't go. I mean, I was in the stands and people were like, you got to get him out. He can't even walk. And we saw you warming up. And by the way, I watched you in practice a couple times. I went over to the field in Ocean City and I saw you working with the second team offense. I even spoke to your father and said he needs to work on tightening up that spiral. You got a good arm. It's just you need to work on your mechanics a little bit. You come in and you prove me wrong. You look like a tested veteran, and you threw a touchdown pass.
I might have gotten lucky on that one. I'm usually not the best when it comes to throwing styles. It always gets there, but it doesn't look the prettiest. But that one, it looked good. It went great. So,
what did your head coach say to you after? I mean, I know you won they give a chain out, right? A big fat gold chain or whatever they call it. And you won the chain, but what was that? What did the coaches say to you?
I mean, he just congratulated me. He said he was proud of me for how I stepped up and just got into that role.
Your teammates, they responded well when you came in. I mean, you looked like you looked like the team didn't miss a beat.
No, they were great leaders. They were great out there.
Ryan, what's next for you? I mean, I don't know what Bailey's status is. Have they told you, or are you just gonna wait and see?
I'm just gonna wait and see. I was supposed to have a JV game tomorrow, but I don't think I'm allowed to play in that anymore.
No, you got to play in that because Cody Schweim is going to be in that game, and we need you to hit Cody Schweim. And you throw. Will you do me a favor, Ryan?
The quarterback?
Yeah. So this is the quarter.
Yeah.
The reason why I'm having him on is because I want him to throw to my nephew.
Okay. Gotcha. I thought you said you wanted him to hit your nephew.
Well, hit him on a pass.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Ryan, I kid. But you're not. Are you going to play? You're not going to play in the JV game?
I have no clue. I have to ask the coach.
Okay. And I know you got Coach Paul Gunther is on the staff this year. How do you like Coach Gunther? He's doing a great job.
Yeah, he does a great job. He helps out a lot. That's our team up in a good position.
Now, Ryan, you've been playing football for a long time. I speak with your father, Russ, down there at Bob's Grill. And you've been playing football for some time now, right?
Yeah, since second grade now.
Second grade. Cody is the first year he's ever had pads on, so you got to help him out.
Yeah, he's doing pretty good.
See, Cody has a good lineage. His father, my twin brother Bobby, was all South Jersey for Collingswood. He was a cornerback. He was all Colonial Conference, second team, all Group 3. So Cody's got a lot to live up to.
Yeah, I mean, he's doing good for his first year.
Speaking of Collingswood Maple Shade is going on right now at Battle at the Beach.
Yeah, I just texted my brother to try to get a score. Are you down there right now, Ryan, by any chance?
No, I'm just at my house.
Okay. Ryan, well, listen, man, we wanted to get you on for a few minutes and say congratulations. I mean, the Eagles right now, a big story out of the Eagles is their backup quarterback situation. And I just wanted to get you on to congratulate you on a great win. And you played well. We're proud of you.
All right, thank you.
There he is, Ryan Hendricks on the Toms River Auto Group Sports Hotline. We were talking about the Eagles, guys. Marcus Mariota has not played well.
No.
I mean, I think that's an understatement of how bad he's been, to be honest with you. I mean, you talk about a 9-year NFL veteran, and I know it's the preseason. He might be going out there with some 2s and 3s, whatever, but he's also facing the 2s and 3s on the defense. Like, I don't get it. I don't know why he looks lost out there, except if it's for a designed run. And, obviously that's going to be great for our offense because our offense can take that direction with Jalen Hurts and Marcus Mariota, the design run, the read option. But if you can't throw the ball, man, you're not going to win any games if, God forbid, Jalen Hurts goes down for an extended period of time.
Yeah. See, when they first got Marcus Mariota, I was very excited because I think Marcus Mariota is more of a quarterback like Hurts than Gardner Minshew was.
Yeah,
as far as being able to pull down the ball and run. As a starter, I believe his record's like 48-40 or something.
He's under 500.
Yeah, no. He's over 500 as a starter.
I'll
check that out.
I'm
almost fact check me there, producer Ryan.
Yeah, so they are of a cut from a similar cloth. They got the mobility, they got the just ability to make extend plays. They can run the design run.
Right.
Obviously, Mariota at this stage of his career is nowhere near the level of talent that Hurts has. But yeah, when we signed him, I was cool with it because it's a better fit than Minshew was.
But he's not. He hasn't shown himself to be.
He's had a couple of good days at practice. I mean, I've worked over at some of the training camps. He's had a couple good days.
So
there,
have you been able to get in there and watch? I've
been working, so I get to catch a little bit while I'm working. In and out. And I've seen he's had some nice throws, had some nice plays, but it just hasn't translated to the live action.
I mean, Tanner McKee's a 6th-round draft choice pick out of Stanford.
They couldn't be more opposite either. 6'6" pocket quarterback for Tanner McKee.
He's like Nick Foles.
Yeah, and he's thriving, but the guy who's supposed to be the great fit for this offense is not thriving. I don't really understand it, but I'll tell you what.
Did you get a fact check there over there?
I did. I was right. 42 and 45 in his career.
Really?
Yes.
Probably before last year, he might have been about 500.
Yeah, he lost so many one-score games last year. It was unbelievable, but I don't know.
So he's 42 and 45 as a starter.
Yes, in his NFL
career. I read something completely. Maybe I was wrong, but I am wrong.
My source is Stat Muse, so it's a pretty reliable source.
That's what I use when I look things up. So.
By the way, I don't want to forget our people got to settle our score here.
Yeah, let's see if we got 609-403-0973.
What do you put on a hot dog? Mustard or ketchup? Ketchup's un-American. And we were what was it, 8-2?
It's now 9-2. I've officially fallen in too deep of a hole in this race. Mustard and onions only says, I believe your friends Laura and Lou from Wildwood.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, mustard and onions only in all
right.
caps.
See that? They know what they're talking about. Lou and Laura, they like mustard and onions on there. You go to the ballpark, you put mustard on your hot dog.
Andrew, I mean, you can fact check me here, but I'm pretty sure that Billy was voice texting somebody by the name of Lou during the break.
Yeah, I think he was out here recruiting.
Trying to sway votes. Stop the count. Stop the count. Come on.
He wasn't even subtle. He said, "Hey, Lou, you gotta text in.
Text in mustard." You think you're slick, Boomer? We're on you. Come on.
Oh, that's beautiful. Man.
Oh man.
All right, cut down days Tuesday.
Oh man.
Any surprises? Any?
I was surprised, and they haven't done too many cuts, but I was surprised that they cut tight end Dan Arnold. They signed him. He was supposed to be some good tight end depth in the room, but I guess they like Grant Calcaterra better. So hey, Nick Sirianni knows what he's doing. I'll trust him. But
safety position: Reed Blankenship, Sidney Brown, Kevon Wallace, who's kind of like
a special teamer.
Well, he was going into the season. He's been playing well back there,
Mm-hmm.
and
it's going to be a tough one.
And then Terrell Edmonds, which I thought we'd see a little bit more of him.
Yeah. You just know Kevon Wallace was the same draft class as Jalen Hurts,
Jalen
2020.
Yeah.
So he's taken a little bit to kind of come into his true self. And like I said, spent a lot of time on special teams. But if he can turn into even just a hard hitter over the middle of the field, that's a win right there.
I remember when we drafted him, people were hoping, he comes from Clemson, hoping we could have a
Brian
Dawkins.
Yeah,
that was the
he hasn't quite lived up to that, but he can still have a nice career.
Well, you never know. I mean,
that was the craziest comparison ever.
He's just
that's a lot. All right, how about this one? Cornerbacks: Darius Slay, Bradbury, Maddox, Josh Jobe, Kaylee Ringo, and Eli Ricks. Looks like he's going to make the team.
Yeah. I mean, I think Eli Ricks has to make the team, or at the very least, be a practice squad like stash.
And the thing was too, he obviously would not have if it weren't for the injury, one of Zech McPherson, but two, the cut of Greedy Williams. Now you need as much cornerback depth as you can get, and so they're going to keep a guy like that who balled out in the preseason. Let's be honest,
he looked better than Greedy in the time that they played.
Yeah, and
I'm fine with it.
Yeah, and I'm really excited about Keely Ringo as well. I'm bought in on him.
He's very athletic.
He is so athletic.
I remember going to the draft.
He caught one of the, I forget which game it was. He caught somebody 30 yards down the field from behind.
You know what we've had in the past at the cornerback position, aside from, just the past year of Bradbury and Slay. Before that, even when Slay was here, it was always a decent corner, and then the drop-off from there was severe.
Right.
And, even before Slay, it was really just average corners that would kind of hold the fort down. Now we have explosive playmakers there. I mean, this could really go well for the Eagles.
All right. It's going to be interesting. We'll continue with more of our Eagles talk. For over 83 years, Circle Liquor Store has offered the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits in South Jersey. It's a stone's throw away from Ocean City. It's a landmark with a friendly staff. It's no wonder why Circle Liquors was named Best of Philly, Best of Atlantic City, with the most competitive prices around. Circle Liquor Store is now a proud sponsor of the second hour of the locker room with Billy Schweim. Throwing a party? Let Chet and his staff make sure you have everything you need. Check out their website at circleliquors.com. They've got a lot of those craft beers down there. They got a huge selection. Andrew used to work down there.
Yeah, they got a lot. They get more every day.
It's beers that I've never even heard of.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. The stuff you just gotta kind of look on all the shelves and the aisles. And
go
find
online,
a lot of good stuff.
Go to circleliquors.com or give them a call at 609-927-2921. That's Circle Liquor Store in Summers Point, New Jersey. Yes, Bill. Look for Billy. Tell Billy we said hi down there. All right. Stanton Insurance Group, SIG Protection. Don't get burned this summer. Choose Stanton Insurance Group for better coverage than your sunscreen. Protected families, homes, automobiles, businesses in New Jersey and Pennsylvania for over 25 years. Stanton helps you select the right insurance company for the best combination of protection and service at a competitive rate. Get the insurance coverage you need today. Visit sigprotection.com for a quote. That's sigprotection.com. All right, when we return, we'll continue with more Eagles talk right here in the locker room with Billy Schweim and my locker room youth movement right here on 97.3 ESPN.
Thursday on Compass Media Network's coverage of NCAA football. We kick off the 2023 season with a cross-country showdown as Cam Rising and the 14th-ranked Utah Utes host Graham Mertz and the Florida Gators. Hi, it's Greg Daniels. Join Chad Brown and me for all the action as the hunt for the college football playoffs starts now. It's number 14 Utah hosting Florida. If it's NCAA football, it's right here.
It's college football on 97.3 ESPN. Coverage begins at 7:30.
Ocean City's real estate market is red hot. You need an agent that has the knowledge and expertise to help. Contact Ocean City's top agent, Mark Rhymes. Mark has been selling real estate for 30 years in South Jersey. He can answer all your real estate questions and find you the perfect property. He's available anytime on his cell at 609-425-2042. When Philadelphia star athletes are looking for a house at the beach, they contact Mark Rhymes, specializing in buying and selling vacation homes, single-family homes, condominiums, and duplexes, residential and commercial, as well as new construction projects or investment opportunities. Mark Rhymes, he's your agent at the beach. Give him a call right now, 609-425-2042, or check out his website at grimes.com.
Hundreds of Volkswagens in stock and on sale. Hundreds of Mitsubishis, even 100 electric Bintelli golf carts in stock and on sale at Tom's River Auto Group. And not one a penny over sticker. Plus, Tom's River Auto has a Birds fan bonus. $500 off just for showing up in a team jersey, hat, socks, whatever. How easy is that? New or used, Tom's River's got plenty, but hurry. On sale, they're flying. Click Tom'sRiverAutoGroup.com.
Hi, this is ex-Philadelphia Eagles tight end Ken Dunnick, and I'm the current publisher of Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine, and I'm asking you to become a Camden County police officer and help make our city a better place to live. The Camden County Police Department is now hiring for sworn officers who are going to make a difference in our community. The first year's salary for the position is $51,000. So join the effort today to be part of something bigger than yourself. Visit CamdenCountyPD.org to apply online. That's CamdenCountyPD.org. Thank you.
What's holding you back from learning the language you've always wanted to know?
Too hard. Takes too long.
Not with Babbel. Babbel's lessons take just 15 minutes a day.
15 minutes isn't long.
Nope. And they're fun. So you don't realize you're learning a language, but you are. In 3 weeks, you're able to start having conversations. And Babbel's lessons are built around real life.
And with Babbel, it isn't hard. It's perfect.
Now try Babbel free. Just go to Babbel.com. That's BABBEL.com.
Hey, baseball fans, the BetParks app has you covered. Bet more than the score. Bet player performances, home runs, hits, strikeouts. Bet game combos like winning team and over-under on total runs. BetParks futures bet on MVP, Rookie of the Year, and more. All new users bet $10 and get $125 in sportsbook bonus if your first bet wins. BetParks.com has terms and conditions. New users and winning bets only. Sports bonus bet must be wagered once. See website for details. Must be 21 and in Pennsylvania, New Jersey, or Ohio. Gambler problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. Crank the AC because it's not just hot, it's sizzling hot. All summer long at Parks Casino and Sportsbook. Pennsylvania's #1 casino brings you more ways to make this your hottest summer ever. The slots are hot. Table games are hot. The restaurants are hot. The biggest and best sportsbook on the East Coast is hot. The entertainment is even hotter. Don't miss a minute of the action. Visit ParksCasino.com. Street Road exit off 95 in the Pennsylvania Turnpike. Parks Casino. This is how you win. This is how you win. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy on 97.3 ESPN and the free 97.3 ESPN mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live at the Tom's River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. Billy Schwein, my Locker Room Youth Movement, producer Danny Ryan, intern Andrew Leeds. And how about the news the Dallas Cowboys made yesterday, acquiring
it was Friday night.
Friday, was that Friday?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 4th round pick in exchange for former number 3 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trey Lance.
Now, Trey Lance, didn't they give up three picks
they
to get him?
3 first to trade up to 3.
Trade up to get him.
I don't understand what went down in that situation. I mean, the fact that Sam Darnold beat him for the backup job in San Francisco, I mean, that's not a great sign for Trey Lance, but I still think he can turn his career around. It's just now he's going to be in Dallas, which unless they're not sure about Dak Prescott. I mean, I don't
even know who's the Cowboys' backup.
Cooper Rush,
who played pretty well last year.
Yeah, he
played well.
He held down the fort. I think he had like a 6-0 record, 6-1 record. But this whole Trey Lance deal, it's good. I think it's good value for the Cowboys in case Dak Prescott proves that he's going to fizzle out and he's going to, these interception problems are going to continue to arise. But I mean, they've committed so much money to him, so I can't imagine it's going to happen in the next 2 or 3 years unless Dak just, gets an injury, falls off the cliff. But for the 49ers, I really think this comes down to Kyle Shanahan, to be honest with you. I think my assumption is there was a message from John Lynch saying, hey, we really like this kid. We're done dealing with Jimmy G and other system quarterbacks. No matter how much you like him, Kyle, go get Trey Lance. He could be a difference maker. Right. And then eventually Trey Lance last year played a game and a half, tore his ACL in the half a game. And then he said, well, Brock Purdy is looking great in this offense. We don't need a guy who's above and beyond a system quarterback. And I think that's what it came
surprised
down
by
to.
John Lynch. I mean, I like him as a general manager. I don't understand this move.
He owned up to it. He said,
he made a mistake and he's moving on.
Yeah, we had to, cut our ties and just try and make the best out of it and get as much as we could. So,
all right, Devin Allen or Britton Covey?
Devin Allen.
Devin Allen?
Britton Covey did nothing from the return game last year. He had like one 30-yard run. I think Devin Allen, with the type of speed the guy has like that, if you let him go and he succeeds somewhere else, you'll regret it. What has Britton Covey shown?
I just feel like I don't know if they're – I mean, I know Britton Covey didn't show much last year. I just see how he's having a hard time cutting him since he is our main return option.
Yeah.
Although I agree, I think I like Devin Allen.
Devin Allen looked pretty good. It's a preseason games or special teams, it seems to me to be more of a realistic thing than you're not seeing the starters in preseason, but punt return, you still got to
win that job.
Yeah, that's right.
Hill back
there.
I mean, if it's not a Devin Allen, like say they were to cut Britton Covey and Devin Allen can't return, you have guys that can. Boston Scott has done it in the kick and punt return. Wes Watkins has the speed certainly to do it if he can get his hands together.
Devontae Smith has done it in the past.
Exactly. So you have options. You don't need to
rely
on
I don't want
Britton Covey.
No, I don't want Smith doing that.
Yeah, you don't want him getting hurt doing it. But you don't. My point
what
is,
do they call him, Skinny Batman?
Yes.
Yeah.
There's Skinny Batman, Fast Batman, and Swole Batman. And
Swole.
Swole is AJ
Brown.
And then Fast is Quez.
I don't want the Slim Reaper catching return a punt. So they'll break him in half.
You understand what I'm getting at, though. You don't need a Britton Covey. You have options that you can throw out.
Speaking of running back, DeAndre Swift, Gainwell, Rashad Penny, and Boston Scott.
Also,
is there any room for
Trey Sermon as well? That's going to be the one decision that everyone's going to be waiting on because he had a good preseason aside from like a fumble.
I was going to say I was at the game where he fumbled.
Yeah, and people are saying that the Eagles have come out in press conferences saying they really like him a lot.
Could they take 5?
I don't see it happening, really, to be honest with you. I mean, they have to cut one of them. I mean, unless Trey is willing to go in the practice squad because he likes the team, then by all means do that. But otherwise, I think they're going to cut one.
The offensive line is pretty set. It looks like Cam Jurgens is going to get that right guard spot.
Yeah,
I mean, he hasn't done anything. He hasn't done anything to lose it. I mean, he's been pretty steady and solid. He went to Alabama, right?
Yeah,
Cam Jurgens.
Didn't he go to Alabama?
No, that was Landon Dickerson.
Oh, Landon Dickerson.
Okay. I'm not sure
where did Jurgens go?
Was from.
Look
Andrew, get on that. We have a
it
text in
Fact
from
check me.
Shaner and EHT chimes in and says, all good for the Birds. Lance is a bum now on a division rival, and the 49ers got weaker in draft capital. All good news for Birds fans.
Yeah, because if there's one team that we worry about in the National League, would be the 49ers.
Yeah, the NFC would be the 49ers for sure, as well as the Cowboys. I mean, in our own division. But I can't agree that Lance is a bum yet. You give him a game and a half. The first game that he played in a tsunami. Do you remember what it was like in Chicago week 1 last
remember
year?
that? Yeah.
There were literal puddles forming on the turf. I mean, it was raining that hard. So I don't think he's going to be a great NFL quarterback, but he's not a bum. He hasn't even been given the chance.
Yeah, the jury shouldn't be out yet.
No, it's not. It should not. And it honestly, I don't think it is. I think he's got a lot to prove.
And by the way, Cameron Jurgens went to the University of Nebraska. Lincoln.
That's right.
Nebraska
That's
Lincoln.
Right. He's a Cornhusker.
Yep.
Yeah. By the way, we got the Little League World Series on today at 3:00.
That's
between,
right.
The West team, which is California, and the Caribbean team.
They're from El Segundo, is it? You said they're
El
from
Segundo is the California team, yes. And then I don't know where in the Caribbeans is from the Caribbean team, but it's the Caribbean versus the West.
All right. So that's at 3:00 today?
Yep, 3:00 Eastern.
I get into the Little League World Series.
I do a little bit.
I loved it as a kid.
After media got eliminated, I kind of lost interest because that was the PA team.
Yeah, I was really pulling for them.
Billy, I got to ask you something.
Sure.
I know we're talking Philadelphia Eagles.
By the way, let me give out the text board number, 609-403-0973. Do you put mustard on your hot dog, ketchup? Danny Ryan's getting destroyed here. Everybody's picking mustard, which is, ketchup's un-American. So 609-403-0973.
When did this occur?
Go ahead, Danny, ask me a question.
I just want to know when this vendetta against ketchup on a hot dog was created.
You guys started it. You and Doctor.
How is it un-American? I mean, it's ketchup. It's literally right,
ketchup goes on like I put ketchup on my hamburger.
Yeah, I mean, you can't sit here
and
tell me
what I put on my hamburger? Ketchup, mustard, and mayo.
And mayo.
Yeah.
Oh my God. It's mayo on a burger?
Yeah, lettuce, tomato, pickles, onions, and ketchup, mustard, and mayo.
Why don't you just put some ham and cheese on it too? You should turn
you
it into
already
a
know
hoagie.
my stance.
My buddy used to have a place called the Hamburger Construction Company. We used to construct the hamburger. It's an art. You don't put ketchup on a hot dog.
You're just unbelievable. You do put ketchup on a hot dog. We got another text in on the debate. Sauerkraut is great on a hot dog.
Yeah,
it's delicious too. I like sauerkraut. I can get behind that. I can get behind
Can you
that.
do that, Mr. Non-Condiment?
No, actually, sauerkraut I do like because Reubens are like one of my favorite things ever. To,
I don't like sauerkraut.
So I like sauerkraut.
I forgot to read.
What is sauerkraut?
It's
I don't even know.
Is it like
but
onion? No, it's not onions. What
it's
is
like
sauerkraut?
almost pickled. I'll look it up exactly.
It's like it looks like onion sautéed, right?
It's like it literally is like a sour type of onion
Yeah,
sauté.
it's sour or something.
Yeah,
I don't like it.
Oh, it's a finely cut raw cabbage that has been fermented by various lactic acids bacteria.
Lactic acidosis or whatever.
Has a distinctive sour flavor.
I forgot to read this before we went to break. Jeff from Summers Point chimed in and said a melted slice of cheese, or melted, I'm assuming he meant to say, spicy mustard and a little onion on his hot dog.
like Lou and Laura said. Mustard and onion.
Like you told them to say.
I didn't tell them. I know. I just said text in your preferences. What I said.
Yeah, you. I know what I heard. You're not getting
Lou and
one past
Laura,
me.
they're right on it. Mustard and onions.
All right, let me get to what I wanted to ask you though. So yesterday it was sweeping the Sixers Twitterverse, and obviously we don't want to talk about the Philadelphia 76ers too much right now because they're in the dumps. But the bearded one's birthday was yesterday. James Harden turned 34 years old yesterday, and the Philadelphia 76ers decided to be spontaneous and post a happy birthday James Harden graphic up there for him on his 34th.
Seriously, what do
you think? I want to know what you think about that, Billy.
To ignore it? No,
they've ignored him this whole offseason. There hasn't been a single thing they've put out with a picture of him on it when they post.
No, you know what? I saw a couple commercials on television for season tickets, and he's in the main. I mean, you see him jumping, taking a step back, hitting a three, passing the ball. So he's in those advertisements.
Daryl Morey did say he wants to keep him. So I mean, I guess
I think the Sixers is going to have to kiss his butt.
But the thing is, he has something in his contract where if he doesn't report after the first 30 days of camp, he quite literally cannot be a free agent.
Right.
They will revoke his free agency.
Look, he overplayed his hand because he why did he sign with us? Why could he just declare for free agency?
He tried to help
That's
us
all he had
out,
to do.
and Morey said that, hey, if you help us out, let us get a little bit of value for
Well,
you.
I believe Daryl Morey tried to.
Do we think he was trying to help us out, or did he realize that was the only way he could get to the Clippers, which is the only team that he seemingly has any interest? That's why I'm not entirely bought in on that he was doing us a favor. He realized.
Couldn't he just sign with them though?
No, I mean for like $2 million. He wasn't going to get any money. They have
he would have not gotten.
Russell Westbrook only got $3 million from them.
Right.
That was like already putting them over the cap. But I don't know what James Harden. I don't know what's going to happen here. I mean,
I think that
it's going to get ugly.
He's going to hold out until he can't hold out anymore, and he's going to have to report. He's got no choice.
And I think if he does play, it's going to be a shell of what he was in the
he's going to
playoffs and what he was last year.
Do what he did in Brooklyn,
and he's going to come into camp out of shape. It's going to be the same exact thing. That's why I'm scared. It's going to eventually tank our chances in the chemistry.
Danny, just think Eagles right now.
Oh, come on,
man.
You got to think about
it. Why you want to bring me down? You're bringing me in the intern down.
You should see how atrocious the bench looks right now.
Well, why would you want to?
Red October.
It's almost Red October.
I'm just
the
saying.
Eagles are getting ready to start.
You got to.
You want to talk about James Harden?
You got to address the elephant.
I understand why.
This is coming from a guy that likes ketchup on his hot dog.
He's lashing out because
he is.
He's upset because he's taking a lot of abuse from our Texans.
Yeah, he is. No, I mean, listen, it had to be addressed. The Sixers made a lot of people upset yesterday doing that. I wasn't one of them, but I figured it was worth bringing up.
I thought it was silly. I mean, it's like I get they have to kind of say happy birthday, but it's
609-403-0973. Keep piling on Danny. Tell him you don't like ketchup on hot dogs. It's mustard.
We got to open the debate for burgers now.
609.
I think I can get some ketchup people on burgers.
We'll do that next week.
No, I know. Next week.
609-403-0973. Do you like just mustard, maybe onions on your hot dog, or ketchup? 609-403-0973.
Relish is an option.
Relish is an option. For over 83 years, the Circle Liquor Store has offered the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits in South Jersey, just a stone's throw away from Ocean City. It's a landmark with a friendly staff. It's no wonder why Circle Liquors was named Best of Philly, Best of Atlantic City with the most competitive prices around. Circle Liquor Store is now a proud sponsor of the second hour of the locker room with Billy Schwein. Throwing a party? Let Chet and his staff make sure you have everything you need. Check out their website at circleliquors.com or give them a call at 609-927-2921. They deliver. That Circle Liquor Store in Summers Point, New Jersey. when you go in there, say hello to Billy for me. All right. Hey, I want to tell you about Captain Chucky's is now in Sea Isle. Try their famous crab cake, steamed shrimp, selection of soups and appetizers, Marciano stuffed breads, pierogies from the pierogi kitchen, stocks, pound cake, and more. Just take, bake, and enjoy. Call 609-905-CRAB. That's 609-905-CRAB. Or visit CaptainChuckySeaIsle.com. Stop in and say hi to owners John and Katie. Available. That's Captain Chucky's in Sea Isle. Crab with an attitude. All right, when we return, we'll talk with former Penn State cheerleader Jimmy Sullivan. You're listening to The Locker with Billy Schwein right here on 97.3 ESPN.
Are you ready for Eagles football?
He is firing, and it is intercepted! Eagles pick it off!
We are too.
And walks in for the touchdown! Beautiful execution. Beautiful.
Listen to the Philadelphia Eagles with Merrill Reese and Mike Quick all season long on 97.3 ESPN, South Jersey's official Eagles station.
Train presents The Unstoppables. Those captains of comfort, those gargantuans of the guarantee, those satisfaction savants who persevere perilously beyond probability as the raconteurs of reliability. Here's to Train's heralded heroes of heating and air conditioning, those comfort kings with a tireless tenacity for total turnaround. The Train Comfort Specialists. Just one more reason why it's hard to stop a train.
Hi, this is Joe Lenigan, owner of Lenigan Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Call us today for your free train system quote at 609-399-1200 or online at ocnjplumber.com. And please don't forget to ask for the military and senior discount.
Call and again, again and again. Call and again, again and again.
The Point is your destination for a tropical oasis at the Jersey Shore. Now with 2 locations on Bay Avenue in Somers Point and their new location at 43rd Street off the boardwalk in Sea Isle City. The Point has the best food and drink specials with their famous tiki bar, offering a waterfront view of the bay in Somers Point and the ocean in Sea Isle. Plus, live music is featured 7 days a week at both the Point locations. For more information, check out The Point on Facebook and visit them online at dothepoint.com.
Do you want to get in shape and feel great and look better on the beach? At Local Gym and Fitness, located at 908 Asbury Avenue, you can accomplish your goal. 4 local guys with a passion and experience in fitness wanted to open a gym that delivers a quality, hospitable, clean, and friendly environment. Don't be intimidated. Be a local. Local Gym has the best equipment around with 4 fully loaded Olympic and CrossFit platforms, Jacob's ladders, Stairmasters, bikes, and ergs. Local Gym and Fitness provides quality trainers to lend their expertise with all your training needs. They're open 7 days a week. Memberships are affordable. So be a local at Local Gym and Fitness. Call them today at 609-545-8732 or go online at localgymandfitness.com. I'll see you there.
Texting enrolls you in recurring automated marketing text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
Leaving for the gym so early?
I'm ready to go.
Since you started taking Nugenix Total T, you've been acting like when we met in our 20s.
I feel like myself again. Lower testosterone after turning 40 slowed me down. Nugenix Total T has been a game changer for me.
What is it about Nugenix Total T that's different?
Well, it's a patented key ingredient called testofen. It boosts free and total testosterone to help you get back the drive and energy from your youth. It's backed by 5 clinical studies.
I've seen the huge difference it's made for you in the gym, at work, and in the bedroom.
I'm so glad I sent them a text for my complimentary bottle. Text ROCK to 321321 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T. Nugenix is the #1 selling testosterone boosting brand at GNC and Walmart. Do it now, and we'll also send you a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, our newest, most powerful fat burner ever. Absolutely free. Text ROCK to 321321. That's ROCK to 321321.
Now, more of The Locker Room with Billy Schwein on 97.3 ESPN and the 97.3 ESPN free mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live from the Tom's River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. Billy Schwein, producer Danny Ryan, the intern Andrew Leeds with me today. Now, guys, college football started last night. I think Notre Dame beat Navy pretty convincingly in Ireland. USC won. So next week, in earnest, the games will start. And we'll have a Mac Young writing for our website. Is that correct? He's going to be covering Penn State.
Yep, I believe so.
Has he reached out to you?
He hasn't reached out yet, but I do know he's coming.
He's going to start writing, I believe, next week.
Yeah.
This Thursday will be his first
I'm looking
post.
forward to it. It'll
All
be
right.
great to follow them throughout the season.
So I get a phone call from a very good friend of mine. I was his mascot when he was on the Ocean City Beach Patrol many years ago. He was also a cheerleader at Penn State. And we're going to get to talk to him. Let's go to the Tom's River Auto Group Sports Hotline and welcome into the locker room a good friend of mine, former Penn State cheerleader, Jimmy Sullivan. Good morning, Sully.
Hey, good morning, Bill. How are you, bud?
All right, man.
Great.
Good to talk to you. Jimmy, one vivid memory I have of you is when you guys used to walk around selling lifeguard ball tickets.
Somebody on Facebook posted, should we tip the lifeguards? Everybody's like, what? Tip the lifeguards? And I put in a comment. I said, just go tell them you're going to give them $25 for the lifeguard ball at the music pier and keep the tickets.
Yeah, those were the days. Hey,
I remember when you used to get me a hot dog when you were our mascot on the beach. I always got mustard and relish.
Yeah, mustard and relish. What is it with these young
never got
guys?
ketchup.
See that, Danny?
It's not out of the ordinary. You got to give me a break.
It's un-American,
here.
right,
Come on.
Jimmy?
You're un-American.
All right, Sully. The reason why we got you on today, it's a very cool story. When I spoke with you yesterday, I mean, you've been sending me great pictures of you with a lot of the Phillies. We're going to get into that later, but I want to start off. You were a Penn State cheerleader, and you have a pretty cool story to tell. You had a reunion, last year? Was it your reunion?
Yeah, they had this on the field. So I was very fortunate to make the cheerleading squad when I was a freshman, in spring of '74. And so in 1975, my second year squad, we went to Ohio State, and we saw these, we were not in the Big Ten then for your younger listeners. We were just an East Independent school with 56,000 in the stadium. Ohio State was big time. They had over 80,000, fabulous band. And they had this deafening cheer, OHIO. One side would say OH to the stadium, the other side IO. And unfortunately for us, we didn't have the west side of our stands at Beaver Stadium really cheering much. They were full of alumni and professors and, some fans from rural Pennsylvania, and we couldn't get them up. We sent the band horn section up there. They would say, get out of the way. I can't see the game. So we had a mic person finally for the first time. So we had a microphone, and we had a mic person. We had a real good microphone this year. And we said, let's try something like OHIO. And literally on the trip back in the van from Columbus, we didn't get to fly back in those days. We came up with trying something like, we had a cheer said, when I say Jopa, you say Turno. I don't know if you remember. You've got younger.
I don't even remember that.
So I said, we tried this cheer. It went over okay. It wasn't a big hit, but nobody ever used that cheer before. So after this became this iconic cheer, by the way, all three of my kids were at Penn State at the same time. I said, your father is on the squad. And they told me, you're full of baloney. Couldn't believe it. But then the Daily Collegian wrote an article about us and interviewed us. And then Lou Prado, who was the official Penn State football historian, now retired, he started looking into it. But ESPN did a piece about Wally Triplett, the first black player, and the captain of the team back then, Steve Suey, said, we're not going to play if you're not going to let Wally play because we are Penn State. So everybody told me, you're full of baloney. You didn't come up with that cheer. And I said, well, then why did every cheerleading squad up until 1976 never use the cheer? Because
so you guys coined that cheer. We are Penn State.
Yeah, and they honored us on the field last November. They brought us out, in between quarters on the field to recognize it because the media guide had picked up on it when Lou started talking about us in around 2000, and then the Daily Collegian, and then he's basically cemented that we are the source of that cheer. Of course, we didn't get any royalties from it, then probably couldn't if Penn State.
Well, if they had the NIL back then, you might be able to get it.
Yeah. It wasn't iconic then, but now, as you know, you just go anywhere and you see we are Penn State, or you see somebody with a Penn State hat, you say we are, and they say Penn State. So, by the way,
Jimmy, do they have? Excuse me, Jim. Do they have the royalties to that?
I don't know who has the royalties. I mean, Penn State licensing. If you use that Penn State in anything, you've got to get a license with them. But I mentioned that you're going to have a guy writing about Penn State football.
Yeah.
So I'm excited about it. If you want to talk about it a minute? I mean, I think we're going to go. I think we're going to lose one game this year to Michigan. We got Drew Aller, this fabulous quarterback. We got Nick Singleton, who's a great running back, and we got a fairly easy schedule to start off with. So, and the other thing is, when I walk around Ocean City, I live in Ocean City here, I see Penn State everywhere.
Yeah, there's Penn State flags hanging off porches. I see it too.
And so you would think that lots of your listeners are Penn State fans. But, sometimes you get down in the Jersey Shore and it's all about the Phillies and the Eagles and not as much about Penn State if you were in, parts of Pennsylvania like Pittsburgh or Harrisburg. But I'm always happy to talk Penn State football team with you because I'm kind of excited. We've lost 6 straight games to Ohio State.
Yeah, you guys got to turn that around. Jimmy, let me ask you one question about you. You cheered in front of like 80,000 people. Is that correct?
Well, in the bowl game. So my freshman year, my sophomore year, we went to the Cotton Bowl and we beat Baylor, and that was a blast. And then my junior year, we played in the very first Sugar Bowl ever held at the Superdome.
Oh, wow.
The Louisiana Superdome. It just opened up. And that was crazy because we walked into this building. It was like one of the 7 wonders of the world.
Yeah.
They were like, conference rooms and ballrooms inside the stadium. And you're so far away from the field. We all just watched the game on the big screen. This is, remember, 1975. We lost Alabama, but it was really cool. One of the cool stories about that game is that Bear Bryant and Joe Paterno there. Bear Bryant didn't wear his signature houndstooth hat the whole game
because he was inside.
Because he was inside. You know that story.
How about that? Jimmy, you got some great memories of cheering. I guess when you're on the field, is it crowd like when you're in the stands? I mean, it's loud, but you're not like in the middle. You're like in a fishbowl when you're out when you're cheering on the sidelines. Is it really deafening, like the crowd noise? Oh well, these days, with the sound systems, Beaver Stadium now. I don't know if you've been up to a whiteout game. Yeah, I have been.
It's nuts. It's talk about deafening. Back in our day, we had 10 couples. And the Nittany Lion. By the way, I was the substitute Nittany Lion. Oh, is that right? With the Lion outfit? So I used to do basketball and wrestling, but I did do one football game, away game against Syracuse because our regular line, Andy Bailey, got sick that weekend. So I stepped in and being a backup Nittany Lion. Funny. David Raymond is a good friend of mine, and I thought, now I know what he feels like in this mascot uniform because everybody loved you. It was – but my parents were watching on TV and they said, we didn't see you on the field. And I said, I was in a lion costume. Andy got sick. That's pretty cool. I guess you got some great memories of cheering some really big games. I know back in the day, people would tease you a little bit, but that was, being a cheerleader at Penn State had to be pretty cool. Oh, it was the best. I had really fortunate 1970s between the Beach Patrol and being a cheerleader. I didn't have a hard time getting a date. Let me put it that way. All right, you guys remember Jim Lampley? Yeah. Well, he was a football sideline reporter. My senior year, we played in the Gator Bowl. I thought you'd like this story. We got beat by Notre Dame. We didn't have a very good team that year. We went 7-5. We were unranked, but we had good, ratings, so they put us in the Gator Bowl. We saw Lampley getting carted off the sidelines in handcuffs. What? Why? And everybody's like, what is that all about? We found out later he had some kind of outstanding marijuana arrest
Jim
warrant
Lampley?
during the game. Oh, my God. It was Don Tollefson and Jim Lampley. Don Tollefson, the Philly people remember him. Yeah, from Action News. Yeah. Wow. And, I thought you'd enjoy that story. That is a good story. Jimmy, I wish we had more time. 15 minutes goes, 10 minutes goes kind of fast, but I think I really appreciate you. It's not every day of the week you get to talk to a cheerleader or a major college, major university, and we really appreciate it. And yeah, check out the Mac Young will be writing for my website
He's a student up at Penn State, and he'll be writing about Penn State football all season long.
Well, thank you guys for having me on. And just remember, we are
Penn State.
Got it.
All right, there he is. There he is, Jim Sullivan, former Penn State cheerleader on the Toms River Auto Group Sports Hotline. Hey, for over 83 years, the Circle Liquor Store has offered the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits in South Jersey. It's a stone's throw away from Ocean City. It's a landmark with a friendly staff. It's no wonder why Circle Liquors was named Best of Philly, Best of Atlantic City with the most competitive prices around. Circle Liquor Store is now a proud sponsor of the second hour of the Locker Room with Billy Schwein. Throwing a party? Let Chet and his staff make sure you have everything you need. Check out their website at circleliquors.com or give them a call at 609-927-2921. That's Circle Liquor Store in Summers Point, New Jersey. Now, did you guys ever think about, they have male cheerleaders at colleges. You know that, right?
Yeah. It's not something that, I went to Stockton. We didn't even have a football team.
Right.
So, it's not something that I was exposed
well, you did
to,
it, Rowan.
Yeah, we had a football team. And Stockton doesn't have a football team?
No.
What?
Stockton's never had a football team.
No.
You didn't know that?
All right. Well, I think we know who's better over Rowan or Stockton.
That's why we actually
had a little controversy.
We sell a T-shirt in the Stockton store that says Stockton football undefeated since 1969.
Oh wow!
Go
props, baby.
Listen, back in the day, Jimmy would take, he would get razzed. But you think about it, he was on TV. He was in some of the biggest stadiums in front of the biggest crowds.
He was on the field.
He was on the field.
You know what? The Philadelphia Eagles, they have 2 male cheerleaders
they
themselves
do.
on the roster. I know Kyle, and I can't remember the other one's name. I actually rang him up in the
He's
pro
throwing
shop
up,
once.
throwing girls up in the air, catching them.
Yeah, my best friend's brother was a male cheerleader at Ohio State for the Buckeyes.
There you go.
Shout out to Sam Giordano. He did a good job, and I'll tell you what, in this day and age, he did not get teased for it. He was the ladies' man.
That's right. And listen, Jimmy's a good-looking guy. He's a lawyer. He's got a beautiful wife. But like you heard him say, he never had a problem getting dates, right?
Any publicity is good publicity,
right?
Especially when you're on the field for one of those games.
Just about everybody in our area has heard about the Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine that is run by ex-Philadelphia tight end Ken Dunnick, but you aware of their private business network they call the Legacy Club. Every month, they hold private events at upscale locations in Philadelphia and South Jersey that attract over 200 top business people. If you have an interest in attending one of these events and see it's a fit for your business, send an email to ken@jerseymanmagazine.com or give him a call at 856-912-4007 for more information. Now, guys, hold up your Blitz's orange juice bottle. It's all gone. You guys downed it.
I already tossed mine away because it's empty.
Yeah.
I tossed the bottle.
Good, huh? I still got mine. Good to the last. Nah, yours is empty too.
I still got my bottle. Here we go. Here we go. Completely. I think I was done in 20 minutes. It
was actually
you were
incredible.
done faster than that.
It was close. Yeah.
12 ounces of liquid sunshine. Get down here. Tell them you mentioned the locker room. You get $1 off freshly squeezed orange juice at Blitz's. All right, when we return, we'll wrap it up. You're listening to the Locker Room with Billy Schwein and my Locker Room Youth Movement. Producer Danny Ryan, the intern Andrew Leeds, right here on 97.3 ESPN.
The hunt for October continues on ESPN Radio.
Ronald Acuna Jr. with a bow.
The Atlanta Braves are storming toward the postseason with baseball's best record. This weekend, they head to San Francisco to face the Giants, who are in the thick of the National League wildcard race. And every game is critical.
Towards the plate, the throw, and they get him. Wow.
The Atlanta Braves and the San Francisco Giants. Coverage begins today at 6 Eastern.
This is the play-by-play home of Sunday Night Baseball, exclusively on 97.3 ESPN FM.
Finding an electrician that is dependable, prompt, and experienced is important. Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Service is just that. Service in Atlantic and Cape May counties for 40 years, Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services specializes in both commercial and residential work and provides 24-hour emergency services. No job too big and no job too small. Call Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services. They do it all. Call for a free estimate, 609-399-1999.
Call Tom Jackson and Sons for electrical, they're number one.
Randazzo's Pizza, Randazzo's Pizza, Randazzo's Pizza, the pizza you're gonna love. It's got the freshest taste that you'll find any place. Randazzo's Pizza, there's one right nearby. Randazzo's Pizza, Randazzo's Pizza. It's a pizza like you've never had before. Eat it or take it home, no matter where you roam. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find.
Why would you call anyone else besides Randazzo's Pizzeria and Family Restaurant, 34th and Asbury Avenue in Ocean City. Open year-round, 7 days a week, offering free delivery on the whole island and to the beach. Pizza, pasta, salads, entrees, subs, paninis, and wraps. Voted best of the shore. Call 814-1600. 814-1600.
Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find.
Every year, hundreds of children suffer from unintentional injuries or death due to unsecured guns. Camden County and Moms Demand Action South Jersey are asking for your help to reduce gun violence by spreading the Be Smart message.
Store guns unloaded, locked, and separate from ammunition. And talk to other parents about secure gun storage.
It's up to us to prevent these tragedies and save lives. Visit CamdenCounty.com/BeSmart to learn how we can stop gun accidents and deaths together.
This Labor Day at the Home Depot, we're rolling out store-wide savings, like a new lower price of $99 on the Ryobi One Plus 18-volt 2-tool kit, because we see long weekends as an opportunity to power up your projects. With the One Plus battery system that works on over 280 products and counting. All driving you to do more this Labor Day at the Home Depot. Get the Ryobi One Plus 18-volt 2-tool kit for a new low price of $99. The Home Depot. How doers get more done.
Gary Owen. I always took a lot of personal pride in keeping all my personal business off the internet. You know, and we all got those people, they want to put all their business out there every day on Facebook and Instagram. And they always start their posts out like this. Now, y'all know I don't like putting my personal business out there. I go, no, you put all your business out there. That's why I follow you. Gary Owen. I go to your page and feel better about my life.
Friday, November 17th, Harris Resort, Atlantic City. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com. Must be 21 or older to gamble. No one is stopped before you start. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein on 97.3 ESPN and the 97.3 ESPN free mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live at the Tom's River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. Hey, by the way, yesterday, we broadcasted live from the Battle at the Peak, the Ocean City High School football field, Carey Stadium. I want to thank my sponsors, Shades on the Boardwalk in Ocean City. You got to go in there and you got great sunglasses. Of course, Randazzo's Pizza. We love Joe Pop and Marianne. The food's excellent there. I want to thank all campus on the Boardwalk. They got they got more college hats and professional teams hats.
Well, you said 500 colleges?
Yeah, over 500.
Yeah.
And then, of course, my realtor, my agent at the beach, Mark Grimes. Mark was rated top 3 in the state of New Jersey.
Wow.
In real estate. So Grimes, he's the man. We love Mark Grimes. We love all our sponsors, but those guys helped make it possible to broadcast live. We got a chance to talk to the St. Joe's head coach, Tim Roken. So it was a good day there. And I text my brother to get a report from Ocean City to find out what the score was for College and playing Maple Shade today.
Did you get the update yet?
No.
You didn't get back to you?
No.
What a brother that is.
Stiffing me, man.
Let me see if I can get into the live stream while we talk and wrap up the show. And
so, do we miss anything today there, Andrew Leeds?
I don't believe so. I mean, the Phillies,
The
go
Phillies
live
going to
today,
win today?
135.
You think they got any hits left in those bats?
I mean, they're facing a guy with a 14.50 ERA today.
Sometimes it does, but in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't, because you could say, "Oh, this guy stinks." They come out like, look at Lorenzen.
Yeah,
but he no hitter. He comes back against the same team and he gets shelled. And he's out in the 5th inning.
He was an all-star. They didn't stink,
No, I mean, but it's just like baseball is a weird game. Tommy Greene says it every week.
Mm-hmm. You're right.
Yeah, right? No, it definitely is. I mean, things can change at the drop of a hat. I mean, we've seen Ranger Suarez. He went on he started off when he was hurt.
Are you worried about JT Realmuto? Because he,
I am so worried about him.
Did you see his batting average at home is atrocious? His batting average on the road is much better.
Collingswood is leading at halftime.
Yeah.
34. They were leading at halftime at least 34-0.
Yeah, that's my CHS
against Maple
We
Shade.
are the very best. CHS got a long history, tradition of football. College.
Yeah.
They're killing
college and high school football. Steve Irvine. My dad played.
Oh wow.
Yes, there's a Brooks Irvine
a few
club.
generations of
man,
Flyers.
that's right.
Yeah,
we got Cody Schwann playing on the Ocean City.
Still a 34-0 game. They just started the fourth quarter, fresh 12 on the clock.
I will tell you somebody who is worried about JT Realmuto. That's our very own columnist, Michael Doktorovitz.
Yes,
if you
he
go onto
is.
the website, you can see his very new article saying, the JT Realmuto problem, I believe, or the problem, pretty much just talking about JT Realmuto and the struggles he's been going through.
What
So,
you think it's time for us to give him a standing ovation?
Yeah, I mean, once the best catcher in baseball, and now probably not even like a top 8 as far as his stats this season. I mean, overall, if you talk about a career, he definitely is. I'd say he could use a boost. I mean, there's got to be a study done with that Trey Turner ovation because it's worked black magic. It's crazy.
It's unbelievable.
You just can't wrap your head around it.
Yeah. No, it is incredible. I mean, the numbers don't lie. I mean, not only Trey Turner, but everybody else.
I think the fans should do when JT Realmuto gets up to bat. I think they should bring it on.
It's only been 22 days since that ovation for Turner. Today, it's the 23rd day, and he's already batting so much better. And it's not even like he's hitting a crisp 280 in that span.
Realmuto's batting 248. What he's got 15 home runs, I believe.
Yes. Right around 50 RBI.
By the way,
mark.
Schwarber's up to 188.
He's getting there.
He just got 2 walks last night, over 100 walks. So I think we're going to see it. I think Aaron Nola is going to pitch a solid game today. That's my prediction.
I hope so, man.
If anybody died or any tragedy, anniversary of a tragedy, put money on Castellanos will hit a home run, right?
Yeah, not that I know it for today, but yeah, in the future you have to do it because I'll be doing it in the future. You can bet on me.
All right, guys, great show today. I really appreciate it. I want to thank Tommy Greene, as always, on the Mound with Tommy Greene every Sunday, brought to you by the John R. Elliott Hero Campaign for Designated Drivers. Ryan Hendricks did a great job backing up a quarterback at Ocean City for the big win over Pleasantville. And, of course, Jimmy Sullivan, who cheered at Penn State. I want to thank Danny Ryan, the producer, intern Andrew Leeds. Thanks for making the locker room part of your Sunday.
Because
nothing could be finer than talking sports with the Schweiner. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Let's go, Phillies. And I'll see you right here next week on 97.3 ESPN.
The preceding program was paid for by The Locker Room with Billy